Well, good afternoon, mid-morning rather, and welcome back to Kate Field for 4A State Championship Baseball here on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com. Our crew today, as we welcome you to our pregame festivities built by Bucks Ace Hardware. I'm Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff here on color commentary with me all week long. And, of course, we've got our cameraman, Blake O'Rulian, and Stocks and Jukes producing today's Game 2 of this best-of-3 series. And let's go back to last night for just a second here, Paulie. And 4-2, Warriors took Game 1.
Yeah, we played exactly into the Warriors' pace of this since we've arrived up here at Salt Lake Community College. They've won all their games by 2-1 run in the early games, and last night was no different. They win 4-2, timely hitting, great pitching from Kyson Goetz, who was our AWP playmaker or the player of the game last night. And he was just a stud. And they played great defense behind him. That was another thing we talked to Coach Sechrist in the postgame about. They were really getting to balls, showing a lot of effort out there in the field. So, you know, both teams want to win this game. One team on the brink and one team one win away from capturing the title.
Yep, double by Crew Sechrist put Snow Canyon on the board first, and then they grabbed a couple more runs. Sechrist, another RBI. Hayden Smith had one. Flyers made things interesting, cut it to 3-2. Braxton Yates hit a 2-run home run last night, but couldn't get anything after that. And now the pressure kind of flips a little bit. Snow Canyon was the visitors. They didn't have home field. Dixie had split their head-to-head season series, and now Snow Canyon takes Game 1. So a little bit of pressure mounting on the Flyers as they have a must-win situation for the first time all week. And a lot of people that I talked to yesterday felt like, yeah, this is going 3. But now Snow Canyon's in the catbird seat. Coach Sechrist joined us in the postgame show last night. He did not want to play a third game. He was like, I hope we can get done tomorrow at 11 a.m. They're going to pitch Andrew Lyon today, and the Flyers are going to pitch Logan Levitt today. That'll be the pitching matchup.
Yeah, and as we go into our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, Logan Levitt is the guy for the Flyers today. This kid is a fierce competitor. He shows his skills at the plate with a .393 average, 34 RBIs, 10 doubles, 2 triples, and a batter's eye that ranks among the tops I've seen this season. From the mound, where he will be today, he is an absolute terror. 5-0 with a 1.62 ERA, 55 Ks to just 10 walks in 11 appearances. The true comparison is a Max Scherzer type from the mound, a bulldog that will never quit, keep fighting with his elite stuff. Look for the Levitator to boost the acumen on the mound at the plate for these fiery Flyboys looking to extend this series.
So for the Flyers, our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, and we'll see if Levitt is the star of the game in the postgame show a little bit later on this afternoon. It's a scheduled 11 a.m. start, so about 12 minutes from the first pitch here. And let's take a look at the Star Watch for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
For the Warriors, we're going to go with Crew Sechrist. The Sechrist family has been a fixture in St. George in the baseball world for a long time. And if you followed baseball, you know the family name. And now the youngest Crew has his chance to cement not only his legacy in Snow Canyon lore, but his dad's as well in picking up his 5th state championship. Crew, a .380 hitter who was 2 for 3 yesterday with a double and 2 RBIs that really spurred the Warriors on to victory, is ready for his moment to carry on his family legacy and set his own.
Good stuff, Paulie. There is your Findlay Subaru Star Watch. Go check out the all-star lineup on the savings side of the freeway. The Outback and the Forester. Interest rates 2.69 on OAC. Phenomenal deals over there at FindlaySubaru.com. You can see all their inventory as well. All right, we're going to take just a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll dive into the keys of the game, and we'll get you closer to the first pitch. Game 2 of the best-of-3 championship series to settle the 4A classification. It's the Warriors and the Flyers, and we're closing in on first pitch. Be right back.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Yep, we're back. Hey, glad you're with us here. Beautiful day for baseball. Will we play one or will we play two? We're about to find out. Flyers, Warriors for supremacy. A lot of these seniors, today is that day that they probably didn't think would come this fast. The final day they play a high school baseball game or two, but today we know it'll be some finality for some of these seniors.
Yeah, between both starting batting orders yesterday, you look up and down the lineup, there were 16 seniors on the two teams combined that were playing. And the last time we will see these guys like Tank Kelly, Damon Entz, Reg Erickson, Boston Vest, just pillars of the region the last few years, to name just a few. These guys' emotions will likely be running super high today. And in this game, they need to dial it in, keep the emotions in check, and be ready for a slugfest and a battle today.
Yeah, will we see a little bit more of a shootout, or will we see a little bit more of a pitcher's duel? We're about to find out. Again, Logan Levitt versus Andrew Lyon. Both these teams, by way of winning 1, 2, and 3 games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all their pitching's really in line. Jackson Kirby is the only guy unavailable today for Snow Canyon, and of course, Kyson Goetz, who pitched last night. Everybody is available except for Yates today. Jake Andreas can go pitch if he would like to. He only pitched 80 on Wednesday or on Tuesday. So he's 3 days rest. James Lee only threw 80 pitches on Wednesday, so he's got his full 2 days rest, so he is ready to go. Likely one of those guys would be the starter if the Flyers can push it to a game 2. But it's all hands on deck in game 1 because there is no game 2 if Dixie does not win this game, and they'll give the ball to Logan Levitt. You mentioned his numbers. He's one of those seniors that is quite a baseball family in its own right with Jagan and AJ, his older brothers, that had great careers as well. And he's going to be a next-level guy going down there to play for the Gauchos at Glendale. Let's dive a little further into that. Our Team D Auto Sales keys to the game. And appreciate our friends at Team D Auto Sales. Great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Selection, quality, price you can trust. Deal directly with Jason and Parker, 488 East St. George Boulevard at Team D Auto Sales. Let's get you the keys here. And for Snow Canyon, just like last night, we'll see if they can get off to a quick start.
Yeah, it was that double by Ryder Harrison or Mikhail Swenson to start the game, and they just kind of kept it rolling. Cruz Sechrist had the RBI double that started them off, and patience at the plate. It's going to be a selective eye today. Not going to be able to take the junk. Logan Levitt's got a lot of pitches in his arsenal, so they're going to have to be ready and mistake-free. No errors, clean baseball, keep the ball off the carpet, and definitely try and execute some double plays, some groundouts, flyouts. It can't be all the strikeout today for Andrew Lyon. He's got to have some great defense behind him, and they got to be mistake-free.
All right, Team D, Dixie keys. The one that I like a lot is play loose and keep your energy up. Obviously, Dixie lost, so they didn't have as much to cheer about as Snow Canyon. But Snow Canyon was exuberant in the dugout and coming out and high-fiving after big plays. So I really feel like Dixie needs to match that energy today. We saw a couple Flyers turn and look to the dugout with 2 outs and put their fist to their heart. Can we see a clutch 2-out hit there? Keep that energy up and barrel up some baseballs. And for Levitt, he's got to have command of his pitches. You don't want to give Snow Canyon ducks on the pond, with 0 or even 1 out. So limit the hit by pitch. And Levitt's a great command pitcher. So I think that's going to be effective as long as he is on point today from the mound for the Flyers.
Yeah, I would assume Levitt's going to have it dialed in, as we talked about in the Finlay Subaru Star Watch. This is a sub-2 ERA guy who's got 55 Ks to just 10 walks. He's going to be able to command the zone. I've got no questions about that.
Fans are already filling in, getting here early to get a good seat. We had fans that beat us to the park, and we were here almost just a little bit less than 2 hours before the first pitch to kind of get a camera angle set and get everything ready to go. So there's a lot of excitement. Of course, Flyer fans want to play 2 today, and Snow Canyon trying to win it here in Game 2 and clinch a state championship. Number 5, this would be 5 if Coach Sechrist can win it. He's got 4. If Coach Ibsen and the Flyers can win 2 today, it would be Coach Ibsen's 3rd state championship as a head coach of the Dixie Flyers. What do you think of the chess match between Coach Seacrest and Coach Ibsen? They were on the same staff together for a year or two back in the day under Jeff Messerly. So they do know each other pretty well, but they've been coaching against each other for so long that probably is something in the rearview mirror at this point in time.
Sure, long-time combatants, but still a lot of respect for each other as we see them meeting at the middle or at home plate to kind of shake hands, exchange lineup cards, and get ready to go here.
And while they're doing that, let's check the lineup. Let's get you the starters today, brought to you by House of Jump. It's going to be for Snow Canyon. They are the visitor. If Dixie wins this game, they will flip to see who the home team is in the game 3 potentially. Mikhail Swenson in right, leading things off. Ince in left, Harris in the DH, batting 3rd. Seacrest cleaning it up at short. Then Hayden Smith the catcher, Tank Kelly at 3rd, Andrew Lyon as the pitcher today. Ledger Ship is 2nd, and Corbin Hafen in center field, and Goats will play first base. For Dixie, your House of Jump starters, Paulie, take it away.
At the catcher, it's going to be Ridge Erickson backstopping the Flyers, batting number 2 at shortstop. That's Boston Vest. In left field, batting 3rd, that's Braxton Yates. DH today and batting 4th, that's Carter Turley. Pitching and batting 5th, that's Logan Levitt. In center field, that's batting 6th, is Trace Franco. And 7-hole at second base is the mighty Max Orton. And batting 8th at first base, Cooper Bartholomew. And batting 9th, Isaac Zepp in right field. And Jake Andreas not hitting today, but playing third base.
By the way, I think I said that Max was 5'7" or 5'8" on the broadcast last night. I actually stood next to Max, and he's my height. He's 5'11". I sold him short like 3 or 4 inches. So, Max, my bad. But he's still like one of those Mighty Mike guys. I still think the nickname works, but he's taller than I thought. And, man, I keep saying, somebody give this kid an opportunity. He'll run through a wall for you. This kid is a next-level player that could have an unbelievable college career. I know he's got a few options, but not as many as some of these other guys. But all these guys for both teams have a ton of colleges already expecting their services starting this fall at the next level.
Yeah, we've got a caravan of guys going to a ton of different schools from Region 9 because the depth of the region is just so good with the talent. And it pays off, as these high school careers have been great for a lot of these seniors, and they're going to get their reward getting to play next-level baseball.
All right, that's your House of Jump starting lineup. Jump around. They encourage you to bounce off the walls, 415 South Dixie Drive in St. George, or houseofjump.com. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Blake O'Rulian, and Mr. Stockton Jukes, our crew here all week long, bringing you the 4A Baseball Championship Series. Now we got a couple things to do. One, want to remind everybody, stream on KSLSports.com, brought to you exclusively by UCCU Credit Union. Love where you bank. And Boulevard Home bringing you our title sponsorship coverage of our coverage on the Fan Sports Network back in St. George. We're on the simulcast today, so if you're watching on the live stream, you get a little bit more description for our radio audience back home. I remember when the Jazz used to simulcast games with Hot Rod Huntley, and I used to actually prefer that. I loved watching and listening to Hot Rod, one of my favorite play-by-play announcers of all time. Flyers kind of hanging out, staying loose outside their dugout. The in and out is over. Same for the Warriors. Manager meeting is now ending at home plate as Coach Seacrest and Coach Ibsen have talked things over with the 3 umpires for today's baseball game. We're going to step aside. We're going to have our national anthem. When we come back, the first pitch, Flyers, Warriors, Game 2, with Snow Canyon leading in the best-of-3 series 1-0 after the 4-2 win last night.
Inspired design. Ultra-quiet operation. To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Did you know that it costs less to maintain your equipment than to repair it? Yet 90% of breakdowns are caused by system neglect. Give your heating, cooling, and plumbing the care they deserve. For all your air conditioning and plumbing needs, turn to the experts.
Transform your outdoor space with The Awning Company, St. George's top choice for awnings and outdoor enhancements. We specialize in making your backyard your favorite room in the house. With customizable options for every budget, from small projects to complete backyard remodels, we do it all. Experience superior craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and personalized service that sets us apart. For a limited time, enjoy 25% off in-stock kitchen components. Visit us at 735 South Bluff or go to theawningco.com.
Let me get one of those.
Hey, we're back live here. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff hanging out here at Kate Field, home of the Bruins. And Paulie, ready to play one or two today? We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're going to find out, but I know that this is going to be a absolute grind of a game. This is going to be long at-bats, fighting every single pitch, fouling off multiple pitch, 9, 10 pitch at-bats. This is going to be one of the longer games of the tournament, I feel, because nobody wants to go home today.
Logan Levitt getting his warm-up tosses out there on the bump for the Flyers. They are the home team. Do appreciate some of our pregame sponsors. Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all your lawn, home, garden needs. Great gun department, ammo. Bucks, 3 Southern Utah locations, Santa Clara, Dino Crossing, and State Street in Hurricane. Appreciate Team D Auto Sales, House of Jump, our Findlay Subaru Star Watch, some of our other pregame sponsors, and play-by-play today brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance, their summer of speed. Increase your speed, ability to play any sport with power, vertical leap. No matter what sport you're playing, get sport-specific, science-based training, Intermountain Sports Performance. 5 Utah locations from St. George to Park City to Logan and along the Wasatch Front. Final thoughts as we get ready to play ball. I mean, the nerves should be there, right? This is a state championship game.
Absolutely. As we hear Motley Crue, Kickstart My Heart, I'm sure these heart rates are going high for these players out here. And we're getting ready, man. This is going to be a pulse-pounding, tight, just fiery game. A lot of competition going as we see the Flyers do the final toss around the diamond, and we're getting ready to go.
I love how the Flyers always have their 3 outfielders run to second base and then veer off like a fighter jet flying into the sky. We'll see if we can catch that for you maybe if we get another game. They did it. We were still in commercial break, but that's something that's a tradition for the outfielders to do. And Dixie starts on defense, and Logan Levitt is about to throw the first pitch of today's Game 2 Championship Series matchup. Warriors' Micaiah Swinson at the plate. First pitch, a called strike on the inside part of the plate.
Good-looking pitch there from Levitt to a very good hitter in Micaiah Swinson.
The chopper up the middle. Vest grabs it. Vest takes his time, throws it out.
Good-looking start. I didn't even have time to read Micaiah's stats, and he's already grounded out. Good pitch by Logan Levitt.
Levitt, as you take a look at the Red Rock Real Estate replay, gets him to ground out easy over there for one of the smoothest shortstops the region has ever seen in Boston Vest.
Micaiah, one of the better table setters in the region at 419. That's a good out for Logan Levitt.
We've seen some great Flyer shortstops over the year, and Coach Messerly said he thinks Vest is right at the top of the list. Chopper to second base, and Max Orton, all 5'11" of them. Mighty Max with an easy play, routine, 4-3 the putout.
Very efficient inning thus far for Logan Levitt as the Warriors looking to extend it out a little bit here in this rally stop, 2-out rally potentially if they can get on here.
Something that the Warriors felt like they did a little earlier in the week. They were popping up too much. They're probably trying to stay top half and hit line drives, but Levitt with his movement is inducing groundouts early on here. Ryder Harrison. You know, Damon Ince and Ryder Harrison haven't really had a lot of hits up here. They've both been kind of struggling a little bit from the left side, but coming into the state tournament, they were 2 of the premier hitters in the state.
Yeah.
I mean, Ince hitting
500 before the state tournament. I know he's down a few ticks since we got here, but before the state tournament, Damon Ince was hitting right around 500 on the season.
You're right. Might be pressing just a little bit.
Yeah.
They'd like to get him going. But he grounds out. Now Ryder Harrison stepping in, and Ryder's going to go oppo. Not going to leave the park, but could be trouble. But tracking it down is Yates, who leaps up and makes the catch for out number 3.
What a turning, whirling dervish play there from Yates as that ball kind of tailed away. Awkward angle as we see here on the Red Rock Real Estate replay. And he's just running long for this ball, and it kind of checks up on him a little bit, and he's got to make an adjustment, still makes the play.
Yates, it was interesting. He got it, though. That's all that matters. Flyers and Logan Levitt, great start defensively. Put him up, put him down 1, 2, 3 on no runs, no hits, and nobody left on base. Flyers will sit up the top of the order when we go to the home half and come back. Ridge Erickson, Boston Vest, and Braxton Yates will be due up on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture? Your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
Transform your outdoor space with The Awning Company, St. George's top choice for awnings and outdoor enhancements. We specialize in making your backyard your favorite room of the house. With customizable options for every budget, from small projects to complete backyard remodels, we do it all. Experience superior craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and personalized service that sets us apart. For a limited time, enjoy 25% off in-stock kitchen components. Visit us at 735 South Bluff or go to theawningco.com.
Hey, we're back here at Kate Field. Turf Field here at Salt Lake Community College. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, the whole crew here on the Fan and KSL. There you're seeing Andrew Lyon. His older brother Isaac won a state championship in 2021 with Karsten Herman and Luke Anderson and all those guys. Or a lot of them are still playing college baseball. Karst is over there at Utah Tech. It's interesting, when Utah Tech played Grand Canyon, it was Herman versus Lyon, the starting pitchers.
Wow.
And they both pitched an incredible game a couple weeks ago in a 2-1 win. And, you know, now this is the junior Andrew Lyon's time to shine here. He's got a good fastball in the mid-80s, got a dirty slider that's got a lot of snap to it, and he's got a beautiful changeup, Paul. You'll see him pull the string and take something off in that change, and it's got some movement to it.
Absolutely. As we saw a dominant performance yesterday from Kyson Goetz, let's see what the Warriors can get from Andrew Lyon here.
Rue stepping in. Ridge Erickson for the Fly Boys. And first pitch downstairs, a bit low, I believe. Ridge, the catcher, the future BYU Cougar. And fouls that one up and out of play. It's a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Flyers know that they're capable of scoring some runs on this field. They hadn't scored less than 10 in their first 3 wins until yesterday when Kyson Goetz held them to 2. And that hit the brim of the batter's helmet, and Ridge is going to get a free pass.
Man, kind of a tense moment there. Hits him a little high, but Ridge Erickson, a .396 hitter and dangerous on the base pass, leads the Flyers with 17 stolen bases, and he's aboard.
Scott Vest checking on Ridge. He's the first base coach. Oh, can we see that one more time? I don't know if we caught the replay, but he was a little woozy, wasn't he? And he was not happy that that one got him up high and tight. And here is Boston Vest. And Ridge is okay. They've checked him out. Vesty ready to go. His first AB of the game. And that one's just a little bit high in the zone. Vest has done a good job on the back end pitch, and he hasn't made an error whole state tournament at shortstop, and he's hitting .454, by the way.
That's pretty good. Juiced up average for sure.
Future New Mexico State Aggie after his final prep game or games today if we play 2. Vest is hoping to play 2. Wonder if Coop came to watch him play a little bit today. Or does BYU got a game today? I have to check the schedule.
Andrew Lyon not the sharpest early, but I expect him to dial it in here as we see a little meeting on the mound there.
Yeah, brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Get a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance. See how much Luke can save you today. Yeah, Coop's not here. BYU is on the road today in Big 12 play. I think they're at Kansas State. Might be watching the live stream, though. Watching his little brother. And a chopper into the dirt off the leg of Vest. And it's 2-1 the count now. The cream jerseys for the Warriors.
Sleeveless, too.
Yep, with the long high sock look today. Wires all white with the blue numbers today. The uniforms are on point, huh, Paulie?
Yeah, absolutely.
Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Andrew Lyon. Runner will go. A swing and a miss. Smith throw down, not in time. And there's the 18th stolen base of the season for Ridge Erickson, which leads the Flyers.
And you almost know in a game of this magnitude that when Ridge gets on, he's going to be looking to run. And he is deceptively quick for a guy his size, as we see here on the Red Rock Real Estate replay. He's just going to get a beautiful jump and just take off and slide head first in.
Tough play for Ledger there as that short hopped him. Fortunately, good backup straight behind the bag at second, and Ridge wasn't going anywhere. There's the slider just trying to nibble on the outer half, and it just misses out of the zone.
Flyers making Andrew Lyon work here early. 3-2 count. We're looking at the payoff pitch here.
I like the energy out of the Flyers dugout. I think you can hear some chatter out there. They are into this game. And they know how big it would be to get on the board first. Vest pulls it foul. Chopper down the third base dugout.
It's a strenuous inning for the Warriors as they're being tested here from the plate, as this is a murderer's row of a lineup for the Flyers, and you're seeing the cream of the crop of it right now.
The payoff pitch coming on a 3-2 count. Lyon, the right-handed delivery, and popped him up over by first base. Goetz is circling over there and calling for it, and Kyson Goetz squeezes it for out number one.
That's a big out for Andrew Lyon there.
Yeah. So Vest pops up, and here is Braxton Yates. Good play by Goetz. I mean, you're kind of looking around, you're circling. There's not much wind today, so that's probably an easier play to make than we say last night, where we had that 15 to 18 mile an hour breeze blowing out to left field. Sun is a factor, though, as it's coming up from the east this morning here at Kate Field. Fastball away, ball one to Yates. Yates hit the 2-run home run last night into the wind, into the bullpen area. It was a no-doubt bomb as it flew out of the yard for Braxton Yates, the senior. Left-handed hitter against the right-handed pitcher. Lyon, fastball again outside. He's working off the plate away from Yates. Doesn't want to let him pull one here, Paul.
Yates, a disciplined hitter, 370, 32 RBIs, 5 doubles, 7 triples, 4 home runs.
1-2 the count. Now time is called. Luke Udy meeting on the mound. American Family Insurance. Give Luke a call. Again, free quote. To get you a quote, if you've seen your premiums go up, call the office, 435-251-9102. Tell them the guys on the Fan Sports Network said he'll give you a free quote. See if he can save you some money. Why not? Spend it on some fun summer travel this year if you can save on your premiums. Meeting is over. Line back to work. And that one down low. And it's 3-0 here to Yates.
Lyon getting worked at the mound this first inning. A lot of pitches.
And the 3-0 pitch, swing and a miss. They gave him a green light, and Yates couldn't find that one. I love the green light for Yates, though.
I love the 3-0 green light all the time. I'm curious why it doesn't happen more in baseball, but because you always get a center cut pitch, and that one was, but just a little late on it.
We'll see if he's green light special again. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Lyon checking the runner there, Ridge a couple times. Now he'll come to the plate, and time is called. Lyon loves to dictate the pace. And as a pitcher, we've seen him do that exact same thing to throw off the pitchers and call time. And that time, I think, a good time for Yates to step out. Now we reset. Here we go. Green light again. Ledgership stabs it at second. It was hit hard off the barrel. He'll throw it over to first. Ridge Erickson will get to third on that ground out.
Good pick by Ledger. We saw him make the Mountain Land defensive play of the game yesterday and makes a great little stab pick here and just pitches it on over to first base for the second out of the inning. That's another huge out as Andrew Lyon a potential to get out of this inning with no damage after looking a little shaky to start before he gets dialed in the later innings, I'm sure.
Yeah, just made the one mistake. He hit Ridge Erickson. But other than that, Lyon has settled back in, and now you're right. He's got a chance here to get one out and keep this a scoreless baseball game, but he has to face Carter Turley. Turley this year hitting at .371, 1 home run, 1 triple, 9 doubles. He's got 20 runs batted in. Vest has the most RBIs on this Flyer team. Levitt has the second most with 35 and 34 respectively, which are good numbers. Those are big, big numbers in high school baseball. Again, Flyers come in with a .352 team batting average. Warriors .353. They were dead even yesterday. Warriors out hit them, so they got 1 percentage point ahead. These two teams have only lost combined 9 games this year. Dixie is 27 wins, 4 losses.
So
Warriors 26 wins, 5 losses.
Yeah, that's right.
1 versus 2. The bracket went chalk. I think the seeding with the RPI in baseball for this championship was spot on with the top 8 seeds all getting here to Salt Lake Community College.
Not a lot of mistakes for Lyon, like you say, but Flyers definitely been working him with the pitch count. What is his pitch count at on the game changer?
He's at 19.
19 in an inning is pretty high.
3-1 to Carter Turley. 2 outs. Ridge is at third. Bottom of the first. There is the slider for a strike as it paints the outside corner.
That was a great looking pitch there.
Turley now facing a full count. Strikeouts all game long, presented by S&S Mechanical. Turley would love an RBI, find himself a way to get a hit here to score. Ridge from third. Lyon would love a K to end the threat.
Yeah.
He'll take any out, rather. It doesn't have to be the K.
Any way it comes.
As a pitcher, you'd prefer the K, though, certainly.
Sure.
Lyon, when he pitched back on Tuesday, had 8 Ks in that win. And that one outside. He lost him just off the zone. Turley puts runners on the corners here with 2 outs. Little rally stop, 2-out rally time for the Flyers. And here is Logan Levitt. Levitator coming in, swinging a red-hot bat. He's the pitcher today. He's going to have an integral part of this game. He's hitting .393. 10 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run.
Also our Finlay Subaru star watch today, Logan Levitt, as he's on the mound and trying to give himself a little bit of run support here with a runner in scoring position and another man on at first.
Levitt's OBP right at 500 too. So he knows how to get aboard. And if he gets aboard, that would load him up, even if he doesn't get a hit. And Trace Franco is on deck.
Franco has reached at a crazy rate since we got here to SLCC.
I think he's like 11 or for 14 or 12 of 15 reaching with either hits or walks. That's an insane OBP. Snap throw, just so Turley knew Lyon was paying attention. No score here on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We're at the bottom of the first. 0-1 the count here on Logan Levitt. Lyon sets his toe on the rubber. The right-handed delivery, it's a chopper to third, and it's a foul ball. Looked like it was going to be close to fair, but as it hit the turf and spun, it was a foot left of the bag by the time Tank Kelly got to it. Everybody resets.
Now two strikes for Andrew Lyon here, looking to end the inning with a K, like you were saying. He'll take it any way it comes, but be a profound, emphatic statement to put the Flyers down here with a strikeout and one of their best hitters in Logan Levitt.
Logan, a little bit different player than AJ or Jagan. He's the youngest of three brothers of OC and Stacy Levitt. Mom was the longtime volleyball coach. Dad, big CrossFit guy. Logan's built like Dad. Like, he is a big, strong, thick kid. I'm sure Coach Munkers would have liked him playing linebacker the last couple of years for the Flyer football team.
That's right. Could have been out there with Jake Dombrowski and the boys, and the linebacker Corey fit just right in, I think.
By the way, Coach Munkers is here watching Dixie baseball. And there's a swing and a miss, and he checks it, and he went around, and that is strike three. So Lyon does get the punch out. That's the first S&S Mechanical K of the game. So even though he walks and hits a guy, he gets out of trouble, Paulie, and we stay scoreless.
And, you know, it was a high-stress inning at times for Lyon as his pitch count was climbing, but he finds a way to close out the Flyers in the first inning. Still 0-0 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, Devin.
Yeah, 25 pitches to get out of the first frame for Lyon, but he gets out of the frame without giving up a run. We go to the top of two when we come back on the Fan in KSL.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Welcome back, Cape Field. We go to the second inning. Warriors-Flyers state championship. Devin Nixon, Paul Ratliff. If we get a home run today, it's brought to you by Cache Valley Bank, your financial outfitter. Mountains await. I'm probably going to hit the mountains and do a little fishing, a little camping at some point this summer. Paulie, what about you?
Yeah, I'd look to get outside, maybe make a trip to Zion at some point, do a little camping with the friends. Did that a couple years ago. It's fun.
I'm actually probably going to Zion tomorrow.
Nice.
It was my anniversary yesterday, and of course I was here with you guys working, so me and my wife are going to go up and probably ride the e-bikes and maybe grab some lunch at Oscar's or some breakfast up there and enjoy a little R&R up there in the national park.
Absolutely. Happy anniversary, buddy.
Number 21, yeah. Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
That's right.
Cruz Sechrist, cleanup hitter to lead off the second after Logan Levitt retired. The Warriors in order in the first. And he is out in front. Both good benders for strikes. And Sechrist 0-2 now.
Crew 2 for 3 yesterday with 2 RBIs and a double. And our Finlay Subaru Star Watch today, the senior.
And why not? I mean, a little pressure on him. Slow start this season, but up to 380. He just keeps hitting and hitting and hitting. I remember there was a home game, second or third week of region play. Crew got sick, and it was almost like a Jordan flu game. He would not play, but he was pale. he got out of bed after like a 4-hour nap just to try to get to the ballpark and find enough energy to play. That's the kind of grinder you love. Is he's not going to miss a game in his senior season. And Levitt gets him to pop up, and last second Yates calls everybody off and makes the catch in shallow left.
Yeah, it just had a lot of carry, high, towering fly ball, and 3 flyers in the vicinity as we see here on the Red Rock Real Estate replay. 3 guys converging. Yates calls them off for the easy play.
The thing I love about that is Vest is so smart. He heard him call. He didn't know where he was exactly at, so he slid to make sure that he didn't run into a teammate. That is a heads-up play. I don't know if people caught that on the replay or not, but that's just the high IQ of Boston Vest of Dixie. Here's Hayden Smith with 1 out here in the inning.
Behind him for ball 1.
Smith this year hitting .340, 2 home runs, 6 doubles, 29 RBIs to his credit. He just wants to find a way to get a base runner. Warriors have not had a base runner yet. And that one downstairs. And it's 2-1 to Hayden Smith. He'll be teammates with the guy throwing the ball for Dixie at the next level. They're both going to Glendale Community College. Chopper to second. And Max Orton has it go off his glove, stays with the play. Throw is not in time. And he is safe at first base. That's going to be an E4. A rare mistake.
Yeah, as we see here on the Red Rock Real Estate replay, gets kind of eaten up by it initially, tries to pick it up and get the throw over there to first, but just a high velocity ball and just unable to field it. Gets kind of tried to vacuum it up, but just not able to.
Yeah, don't know if he took his eye off of it for a second or if the turf bounce was not what he expected there, but it just ricochets a little too far away. And now Snow Canyon does have their first base runner of the game. That one breaking off the plate on a hard slider, it looked like, for Levitt.
They got their first base runner on for one of their best power hitters at the plate.
And that one pulled foul. TK hitting .262, 29 ribbies, 5 home runs.
Boy, would it be big for an emotional leader, a senior, to make a big impact in this game. I know there's a ton of seniors on both teams. We're kind of detailing it in the pregame, but just love to see seniors make a big play in big moments, and Tank Kelly's got one here. And he gets hit.
And he is aboard. And Tank will take that pitch, and Smith will head down to second. You look at home runs, Hagen Reed led 4A. Desert Hills Bomber had 8. And then I think he hit 1 up here. Was that his 8th or his 9th?
I think that was his 9th.
And then you had Kelly that was actually 4th in home runs hit in 4A in the state of Utah with those 5. Yates, I think, has 5 as well after his home run last night. So that puts him right there in the top of the 4A category. And that's a chopper to Vest. Vest going to flip to Mighty Max, and over there, there's that Dixie double play. I believe they have had at least 1 and up to 3 in every game in this state tournament, and there's another one.
Just flawless execution, as we see here on the Red Rock Real Estate replay. Just rolls it over, and then the obviously fielding, the transfer, and then the flip to first. 4-6-3, double play. Beautiful execution.
Double plays brought to you by Patio Furniture. Get the outdoor home furniture you've been dreaming of. Patio Furniture, brand new location, 1522 East Gateway Drive next to Confetti Kids Club. And we'll be right back. No score here in Game 2 of the 4A State Championship between the Flyers and the Warriors on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Back live, baseball here on the network, brought to you by Boulevard Home and UCCU Credit Union. Trace Franco to lead things off for the Flyers, and can't sing his praise enough of how good Trace has been this year for Danny Ibsen. 427 average. I feel like every time it just keeps going up and up. He has gotten hotter and hotter. He's doing 25 RBIs, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 1 home run. And Trace Franco, his on-base percentage, Paulie, is absolutely sensational.
Yeah.
519. And first pitch from Rue is a strike. Just a beautiful day. Probably the least amount of wind we've had all week. There is no wind on the field.
Yeah.
Temperatures right now just perfect for baseball.
Beautiful day and a great crowd today as well.
There's a rip shot, and that's what Trace Franco does. He just finds ways to get on base, a leadoff single to left.
And a great piece of hitting there as Lyon went outside, then inside, then outside again. And he was attacking Franco, and he's able to just poke it out to left field. And the line is moving, and the table is set for the Flyers here. Let's see if they're able to get on the scoreboard, as we've seen no runs in this game. It's been a pitcher's duel thus far.
Trace Franco has been so impressive. Just getting on base time and time again. He's got good speed. The center fielder taking a modest lead. And 5'11" Max Mighty Might Orton is up. I sold him short yesterday. Taller than you think.
Yeah.
Love this kid. One of my favorite players. Just brings the energy to the yard every time. Like a lot of kids on both these rosters. We get to know them over the years. We've seen a lot of them playing at the varsity level for a long time. You feel like there's a connection calling their games. And a chopper, and Max Orton gets that one through the left side, and now the Flyers got a little something brewing.
Yeah, just 1 out and 2 on here for the Flyers. And Andrew Lyon working another stressful inning as he's going to be staring at runners on the base pass. And now the Flyers starting to dig in and know this is an opportunity here early in this game to scratch at least one across and get going here in a positive direction.
By the way, Trace Franco has not committed to play anywhere, but somebody give this kid a scholarship. Same with Max Orton, back-to-back hits. You want a guy in your program that'll give you everything he's got. Those two kids need a shot somewhere. There's a sack bunt. They're going to try to go to third and get the force, and they do barely get a speedy Franco who was diving head first.
Incredible play there to get the lead runner. I mean, I was thinking that was going to first all the way, but they didn't even look there. That was going to third all the way. I mean, the lead runner.
Fortunately, it's a force. I mean, if there was a tag, it would have been too late. But with the force in play, just barely beat Franco diving in that right hand on the bag a split second after the ball got to Tank Kelly. That's a good defensive play by Hayden Smith behind the dish for the Warriors. Early nominee for our Mountain Land Supply Defensive Play of the Game. We'll officially name that a little bit later. Long way to go. 2 really good teams defensively. Isaac Zepp, the number 9 hitter in the Flyer lineup.
Zepp, as we remember a couple nights ago, made probably the defensive Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the tournament. The over-the-shoulder Willie Mays style catch he made in right field.
Righty on righty the matchup. There's the big old sweeper for Lyon for a called strike at the knees. As it breaks over the outside part of the plate. 2 on, 1 out. No score here. Bottom of any number 2 in game 2 of this best-of-3 series. If you're just tuning in, Snow Canyon won last night 4-2. So they have the 1-0 series lead. Flyers in a must-win situation. They would love to strike first. And got him looking. S&S mechanical strikeout. Lyon froze him. And again, look at the movement on that pitch, Paul.
And that ball's moving around like a water bug on the water, jumping. I mean, you just look at it dive low into the zone and catch just that bottom corner. And what a pitch from Andrew Lyon. Picturesque stuff.
And Flyers need a rally stop, 2-out rally. Stop by Southern Utah Rally. Stop. Fuel up, grab drinks, snacks. And Ridge Erickson taking that one outside for ball 1.
Ridge, we've already seen get on and steal a base today. His team leading 18th on the season. 17th, I'm sorry.
Ridge ready to go. 1-0 delivery, strike at the knees. Ridge hit by a pitch. I think he wanted to swing the bat. I think he was a little frustrated. He got plunked.
Took out that aggression on the base pass and stole a base.
Yeah. Rue. Right off of Rue's leg. He's hustling to get it. It's going to be an infield single. Boy, Erickson hit that so hard, Lyon couldn't even react. Did it hit him off the hamstring area? We'll have to take another look on the Red Rock Real Estate replay. This hits Lyon on the comebacker. Yeah, it looked like off the left back side of the leg.
Yeah.
And now Sechrist is going to come out and check on Lyon. That got him square in the hamstring area, Paul.
Yeah. Definitely a sharply hit ball as well.
So Ridge is aboard. Well, he's just trying to go right back up the middle. And Lyon, who was finishing that pitch, was kind of turned around backwards. And it's hard to react, when you're not on the balls, your feet forward facing. Look where he ends up. He pitches, and he's that leg swinging around so that it's exposed. And there's just nothing he can do. He's going to be fine. Gets his toughness from his mom, Sarah. And now Boston Vest. Dangerous part of the lineup here. Ridge has got the Flyboys loaded up here. Bases are loaded for Boston Vest. See what Vesty can do in this spot. He popped up. He's 0 for 1. Flyers already have 3 hits in this game. Snow Canyon still looking for their first hit offensively. We're in the bottom of the second inning, no score on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Doesn't look like we're going to get a shootout today unless the Flyers just go off like they did Monday, Tuesday, where they scored 17 runs on 18 hits, or Wednesday where they scored 10 runs. Crazy to think that either of these two teams could go off at any moment with the team batting average. And there it is! Boston Vesty puts a charge in that one out to left. It's going to be a 2-run single, and the Flyers strike first.
And that's a huge momentum grabber for the Flyers here early in this game, as you see the dugout fired up, just ready to go. As yesterday, not their greatest offensive showing, but they're off to a hot start here early in this game.
That's the loudest the Flyers fans have been in this championship series, and it's off the bat of Vest. How about this kid? Last night you go back to the 7th inning, he barreled one up, but he hit it right to left and straight into Damon Ince's glove. And now here comes pitching coach Brandon Lyon. He's going to go talk to Rue. Slow walk. And Brandon, of course, grew up not far from Salt Lake Community College with Taylorsville High School, went on to play at Dixie Junior College, drafted by the Blue Jays, traded a year later to the Red Sox, was there in 2003, got traded to Arizona in the Kurt Schilling deal. 2004, bloody sock, and what happens? Brandon's in Arizona, and the Red Sox are breaking the curse of the Bambino. Brandon talking with his son and the whole infield drawn in. Vest just ripped a single and picked up 2 RBIs to give the Flyers a 2-0 lead. How about that AB by Vesti?
Yeah, what an incredible eye and just finding the right pitch and guiding it into left field. But Andrew Lyon, the signs were there early in this game. The 25-pitch first inning, I mean, he was stressed from the beginning, and now the Flyers really locking in on him a little bit.
2-0 Flyers with the advantage on the scoreboard. And they got a chance to keep it rolling here with a little rally stop, 2-out rally as Braxton Yates steps in. First pitch from Lyon, down low, ball 1. Appreciate Dealer Collision, proud sponsor of Region 9, and from minor collisions to major accidents, you choose who fixes your vehicle. Dealer Collision, your choice for collision repair in southern Utah. Outside, 2-0 the count on Yates. Yates this year hitting it at a really good clip, 370, the average coming into this state championship Saturday. Rue with the windup, and that one's ripped to Ship. Ship gets to it, and the play over to first, scooped out of the dirt by Goats, and it's a 4-3 put out, but not before the Flyers get 2 runs on 3 hits, including an RBI single by Vest that picks up the 2 runs. And they've got the early 2-0 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Stay with us, everybody.
Athletes, now is the time to build explosive strength, power, speed, and agility when you join Intermountain Sports Performance through our Season of Speed Holiday Special. Call 435-251-2299 to instantly save $100 on our 8-week training program. Must purchase by December 31st.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Back here live in the press box above home plate at Kate Field, Salt Lake Community College. Beautiful new press box, clubhouse for the team, concession stands, bathrooms. They put about $4 million into infrastructure here to really make this a fantastic venue to host these 4A state championships.
It's a very scenic backdrop. You got the mountains range in the background in the outfield. Just a beautiful stadium all the way around, the turf field. It looks great out here at Salt Lake Community College. You can tell they put that large figure into renovating this ballpark.
I haven't seen D.G. Nelson here, but I'm sure he's somewhere close by. Of course, the Bruins head coach.
Might be doing a little recruiting during this state tournament.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of players to see.
A lot of guys are already committed, but guys like Trace Franco, Max Orton, maybe you can convince Ryder Harrison to.
You can always pick up a great player late in the cycle because there's always guys that slip through the cracks for whatever reason.
Sure. And that one fouled off the bat of Ledger Ship. Worth noting how good the bottom of the order has been with Ledger Ship and Corbin Hafen. They have just been absolutely tremendous. When you have your number 8 and 9 hitters, Ledger is 317, and Hafen hits 373. That's your 8 and 9 hitters.
Ledger, 3 hits in the last 2 games. Had two nights ago, and then 1 last night.
And he's been terrific at second, including that last inning where he made another good play.
Yeah. Defensive stalwart for the Warriors.
Yates has hit a couple hard at ship. Last night, that line drive he got to, that was our defensive play of the game. And that one just missing, doesn't break back over the zone. So it's 2-2 the count here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Dixie just struck for 2 runs to take the 2-0 lead over the Warriors. And there's a shot up the middle, and it's going to get through. Ledger Ship has a leadoff hit past Orton, who was trying to get over close to the bag, and just it was hit too well. No chance to make a play on that hit.
Now 4 hits in 3 games now for Ledger Ship. He's starting to heat up, and just a seeing eye single guides it through the middle there for the single. And now the Warriors got to get the line moving a bit.
Autumn, his older sister, was a great softball player. Britt was a great baseball player until his ATV accident. Shout out to my boy Britt. And, of course, Ledger's dad, Jesse. He's taking pictures, and he does a great job on the social media. I was watching the highlight reel he put together the other night on Instagram, and he does a really nice job. I was chatting with him about what edit software and stuff he uses when he's out there. I said, hey, why don't we just put the wireless on your camera and we'll have a field camera? I was joking with Ledger's dad. Of course, Corbin Hafen, I remember seeing this kid in 8th grade repping Snow Canyon Little League in San Bernardino. And Kyle Hafen, his dad, was one of the coaches of that all-star team. And Hafen has drawn a walk. And so the tying run is now down at first base. And Levitt had been really stingy, but they finally get the first hit of the game, and now he gives up his first walk of the game.
So now we're starting to see the pressure that Andrew Lyon's been going through the last couple innings for Logan Levitt here. Let's see how he responds and works through this jam that he's in.
And you're back to the top of the order.
And no outs.
Here's Mac Swenson. Mac at the plate, righty on righty, and he plunked him. Oh, and he didn't want to hit him and load the bases. And so Swenson takes that one for the team, and now the Warriors got a little something brewing here in the top of the 3rd inning. They are loaded up.
And we're going to see a slow walkout by the Flyers
here.
This
is Dave Horlocker, the pitching coach, not Coach Ibsen. He just wants to come check on Logan. Logan wants a towel. They bring him a towel. And now Dave's going to walk with Levitt to the mound, and they're going to have a conversation. Dave Horlocker and Brandon Lyon are 2 of the best pitching coaches in the entire country at the high school level, if you ask me. I mean, and before Horlocker, Kent Garrett was the longtime pitching coach of this Flyer team for years and years with Coach Messerly and Don Lay. I think they had a stand at the very beginning. I could be wrong on that. And then, of course, Danny Ibsen. Coach Garrett's still around the program, but, Bruce Hurst used to lean on Kent Garrett a little bit as far as, communication and things he would see when Bruce was pitching in the big leagues. And, of course, Bruce, probably the most famous baseball player to ever come out of St. George, Utah, the 86 World Series. Everybody knows the story. Buckner, had that error at first base, or maybe Bruce Hurst would have been the MVP of that 86 World Series. It took a bunch more years till 04 to break that curse, didn't it?
Yeah.
Levitt.
And 04 was pretty in doubt as well, down 3-0 to the Yankees in that CS series.
If you ever get a chance, Flood Street to Fenway is the book. I have a copy at home. I've read it. It's been a long time since I read that book. And the 0-1 delivery, strike 2 to Ince.
Good response here by Levitt, coming with 2 straight strikes, attacking the zone, quick to the plate, and he's set up and ready to go again, and now he steps off. Little hesitation, try to mix up the time to the plate.
Outside Ince doesn't offer at it. That's a really good disciplined eye there by Ince because he wanted to with an 0-2 count swing. And that one a little easier to lay off as it one hop short. And now quickly it's 2-2, and Ince is battling back in the count.
We talked about Ince. Damon came to the tournament batting around 500, down to about 460 now.
And there is a shot looped, and it's going to be over towards the bullpen. Will it stay close enough to reach? No. We saw Mikhail Swinson of Snow Canyon yesterday just a little bit closer to the first base stands, reach over the fence by 3 feet and make an out.
Damon Ince averaged to 440 now, so a little lower than I expected.
And broken bat? Or did it slip out?
Just slipped out
of the hands. And he'll have to go retrieve that. Tank getting a little love to it there. Giving that bat a little and give it back to a teammate. Now he'll step back into the batter's box, and it's 2-2 the count. Levitt with the windup and the pitch down low, full count, nowhere to put him, bases loaded, nobody out.
Big situation here.
Flyers lead 2-0.
The payoff pitch.
Levitt, it's going to be a fastball, and he popped him up, shallow center field. Franco calling for it. Will they try to tag? They will. No, they'll fake it. And Leadership will retreat. It's only one out. They say the rule of thumb, you never want to make the first or the last out of an inning at home plate. And with no outs, you're not going to risk it there because you got Ryder Harrison stepping in with 1 out and the bases loaded.
Absolutely. There's still plenty of time, plenty of burn on this fire for the Snow Canyon Warriors. Just 1 out in the inning. Base is still jammed. But Logan Levitt trying to work himself out here.
And there's a swing and a drive, and it's going to get into right. Yates is giving it a chase on his horse, and it gets to the wall, off the fence. And the Warriors are going to get a clutch 3 RBI double by Ryder Harrison.
And Ryder Harrison steps up and delivers for the Warriors. That ball was absolutely striped to the gap between 2 guys, left center. Beautiful location, all the way to the wall. And now the Warriors regain the lead 3-2 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard.
Here we go. That's that hit, that double out there. And Harrison empties the bases with them loaded up and kind of breaks Ryder out of a little mini slump that he had been in, Paulie.
Yeah, and still just 1 out with Cruz Sechrist up to bat. He had the 2 RBI double yesterday.
That is a big-time spot. And Levitt, because Harrison was so patient, worked back in the count, he had to throw a strike. He had nowhere to put him, and Harrison made him pay.
Just a great piece of hitting by Ryder. And, put that in the spot. Made it difficult for the Flyer outfielders to get to it. Cleared the bases. Couldn't have drawn it up any better for Snow Canyon.
By the way, update on the 4A State Championship softball game. 2-1, Ridgeline is leading Desert Hills in the early going. Or 2-0 the score. And that means Ridgeline is still not giving up a run the entire 4A State softball tournament. They won last night 5-0, so it's a must-win situation for the Lady Thunder softball team. That's down at Gail Miller Ballpark there, Miller Park there, I think, at BYU is where that championship series is being played. Sechrist pops it up with 1 out. And Yates is going to squeeze it at first base for out number 2.
And that's a great response by the Flyers as still runner in scoring position after the huge hit by Ryder Harrison. He's sitting out there on second, hoping to come home, but a ball's got to be put in the outfield, and that one popped up. Masterful pitch, low in the zone, just gets the bat under it, and high-flying, towering ball straight into the mid of Braxton Yates.
Smith reached on an error in the first, and he's still got to duck on the pond as Harrison is out there at second base. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Logan Levitt. And inside, gets away from Ridge, but Ryder's not going anywhere as he goes and quickly gets it. 3-2 Warriors. Levitt's pitch count now up to 49. Actually 50 after that last pitch inside. Smith now ahead in the count 2-0. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Levitt now delivery, swing and a miss, strike 2.
Good delivery there by Levitt. A lot of movement on that pitch. Hard to locate. Smith, obviously the backstop for the Warriors.
Outside.
I've always wondered if catchers can read the pitches a little better than the average batter. You know, catching back there the whole game, calling the game. And Smith has a keen eye, as you can see here, working this to a full count.
The entire Warriors dugout's doing a little, it was a little like Sway's jig dance in the dugout as Smith draws a walk.
Kind of seen a few expressions from the Warriors the last couple days. I saw one where they bring their hands together, kind of rub them together like they're trying to get a little friction.
Start the fire, baby.
Yeah,
start the fire. That's what that is. Yeah. Heat it up. Flyers scored first on a 2 RBI single by Boston Vest, and then moments ago a base clearing 3 RBI double by Ryder Harrison has given the Warriors their first lead of the game. And now they hit Tank Kelly. That's the second time Tank's been beamed in this game. Wasn't he hit back in the second?
I believe so. I believe so, yes.
So he is aboard. And here is Andrew Lyon.
I always loved this spot in high school baseball when a pitcher has the opportunity to give himself not 1, not 2, but if this ball gets to the wall, 3 runs of support for himself. And Andrew Lyon, a good hitter, a 280 hitter, a guy that can hit the ball. So,
and here is the pitch, right down the middle, strike 1 from Levitt. Base is loaded again, 2 outs. Levitt, breaking ball, strike 2.
We've seen Levitt go ahead on a few batters here, 0-2, and then them battle back. Let's see if Lyon is able to use his eye and selective.
Fastball, Fabulous Freddy's foul ball up and out of play. Don't forget your grads and your dads. Coupon books will stay on sale at Fabulous Freddy's. 30% off your book of 10 car washes. Plus you get 20 cents off every time you use those coupon books at the pump with their big gas savings. You and your car always feeling fabulous. That one outside, they'll peel down to first. He did not go, so it's now 1-2. That's just ball 1. Levitt, long look in. Now he has the sign quickly, goes to work. And ball 2. That one broke off the zone by an inch or 2. That was just outside, says the home plate umpire. You saw Ridge start to take a step towards the dugout. He framed that up. He thought that should have been strike 3.
Yeah.
2-2 the count. Fastball outside and full.
Same situation. Ryder Harrison had 3-2 count, bases loaded, can't walk in a run. So a good pitch is coming to here for Andrew Lyon. Something to hit.
It should be around the zone. You're right.
Coming down the pike.
Runners will go. Swinging a drive high, and Best is going to go back and get it. Just missed the barrel. So that'll do it, but not before the Warriors take the lead, and they get a big, big bop out of the bat of their guy, Ryder Harrison. 3 runs on 2 hits. They do leave 3 on base, and we go to the bottom, the home half of the third, and the Flyers now trail for the first time today. Snow Canyon on the Wilkinson scoreboard up 3-2 on KSL Sports and the Fan Sports Network. Invite you to stick around. We'll be right back.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bride Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegler from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Back live, Kate Field, Salt Lake Community College, and the Flyers now chasing a run down 3-2. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters here due up as we've got you covered. And they've got Jake Andreas getting loose. I think that's number 3, Jake Andreas. As soon as the inning ended there, he went down there to get some warm-up tosses in. And so we'll see what that means, but not before the Flyers go to work here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Lyon back out there. You look at the pitching comparison so far. 3 runs on 2 hits for the Warriors, 2 runs on 4 hits, and 1 error, the line score, brought to you by Down East Furniture, the big Memorial Day sale going on now. Select items up to 70%. Everything store-wide at least 25% off at Down East Furniture. And strike 1 from Andrew Lyon. Teammates all call him Rue. And that one outside. His mom calls him Rue. I don't know if I've heard Brandon call him Rue, but I'm sure he does. Of course, that's kind of the nickname we've run with here in the booth. And the 1-1 pitch is going to be outside off the zone. 2-1 the count. Today's game, all the replay for our video stream brought to you by Red Rock Real Estate. Real estate focused on you. Find anything from land and lots to luxury homes ready to move in at redrockrealestate.com. Don't forget to check out their vacation rentals if you're going to stay in St. George and traveling down. And maybe you got a place you need to rent. They have their property management team that will take good care of you and get you some good ROI on your investment property. That one fought off, so 2-2 pitch again coming here to Carter Turley, high over his head, ball 3, full count. Seen both pitchers have batters multiple times work it to full. We've seen a lot of full counts for only playing 2.5 innings of baseball.
Yeah, we've seen the pitchers go up 0-2 in the count, and then the batter work back to a 3-2. So it's been quite the duels between these batters and pitchers.
Big old bender that doesn't snap off, and Rue lost him. Turley aboard. Good patient AB, and he is walked.
And in such a tight game like it's been, obviously Dixie had the 10-plus runs in their first 3 games of this tournament, but yesterday just 4-2. Every at-bat matters. Every pitch matters. This is getting down to crunch time here, and, this is the time for Dixie to try and tie this game. Every inning presents an opportunity, and here's another one for the Flyers.
See what the Flyboys can do with it. Logan Levitt, Andrew Lyon, let the battle begin. First pitch coming from Rue. The levitator ready. High hands. Now he drops back the bat, steps out as Rue throws over to first to check the runner. Franco is on deck. Turley is at first. Levitt 0 for 1 in the game. He struck out his first at-bat. And that one missing, 1-0. In fact, Lyon only 1 strikeout in the game so far today. And interestingly enough,
it ended the inning, I believe.
Levitt doesn't have 1 K yet. So the K meter has not been high for these pitchers. And yet it's still a low-scoring game, 3-2. But they've been pitching to contact for the most part in this game so far. You mentioned both these guys. I mean, the pitchers came in with really good strikeout numbers. Lyon came in with I think he had 56 Ks, and I think Levitt came into this game with 55 or 50.
50 and 11 walks. So
yeah.
About a 5-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio.
So, but you also look at the team batting averages, 352 versus 353, almost identical again today. So good hitters on these lineups for Coach Sechrist and Coach Ibsen. And 2-1 the count. Levitt taking a long look in at the dugout. Got the pants ripped on the left leg there. You can see from our camera shot at home plate. 2-1 count. Now with one on, nobody out. Warriors up by a run. Levitt drives it high into right field. Swenson going up underneath it, and it'll be out number one. So Levitt flies out to right.
And that's got to be a calming presence for Andrew Lyon as first batter aboard, and then he is able to get the pop fly out. As we talked about the lack of strikeouts today, but there's been really good defense behind both these pitchers today. Really the only thing that's gotten through is sharply hit balls and balls to the wall. So both pitchers getting great defensive efforts from their mates.
High to Franco.
Have we seen one error? One error. Yes.
Yeah, the one that is second for Dixie.
Yeah.
That's the only error of the game so far today. Franco ripped a single to left. And then he's going to rip one to short. Sechrist could double play it. He gets it over there to Ship on to first. 6-4-3 double play. And just like that, Lyon is out of the inning in a very quick inning for Lyon and the Warriors defense.
Great turn there. He was aided a little bit, Sechrist, by the ball trending towards him, and he just walks right into it, tosses a second. 6-4-3. Talk about double play, Dixie. How about the scintillating Snow Canyon double play?
No question about it. And we have played through the third, 3-2. Warriors lead the Flyers on the Fan Sports Network, presented by Boulevard Home, and on KSLSports.com, presented by UCCU Credit Union. Love where you bank. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture? Your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed, and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Yes Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. The traditional sprint down to third base by Reed Sechrist, 20th year head coach of the Warriors. I joke with Coach Sechrist about his jog. He used to sprint. He used to be a little quicker. He laughs. He's like, yeah, I'm getting older. Ledger Ship to lead things off and quickly fouls pitch number 2 off, and it's 0-2. Levitt is back. We saw Jake Andres throw a couple long tosses. Looked like he was getting ready just in case, but they're going to stick with Logan Levitt here on the bump for the Flyers defensively. And fights that one back out of play. Another fabulous Freddie's foul ball.
Ledger's battling, already a hit today. 3 in the last 2 games. 4 in the last 3 games, I believe.
Appreciate Outdoor Living, luxury outdoor furniture on Bluff Street. One of our great sponsors. Appreciate Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Saturday afternoon, going to be up in the 90s today in St. George. Go stop by Bluff Street, get some Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Ledger Ship's going to find some green grass out there into left center field, and he's got a leadoff hit. How about Ledger? He's 2 for 2 today.
Ledger setting the table for his mates here early in this game as we're starting to move along a little bit, but still early stages. And Ledger Ship shows that he's got a twig that he can swing, and he is just finding gaps and finding his way on base for the Warriors.
Well,
the table's set.
Yeah, he set the table and scored. Then Hafen scored right behind him after he walked on that 3 RBI base clearing hit by Ryder Harrison. And they're kind of right in that same window, and it looks eerie similar, probably too eerie for the Flyer fans out there watching. See what Hafen can do here. That first one from Logan Levitt misses. Third hit of the game for the Warriors. 2 of the 3 hits from Ledger Ship. Of course, Ryder Harrison has the other big hit. Hafen walked and scored. 2-0 pitch coming from Levitt. High, 3-0. And if he walks here, this will be exactly the same way this inning started.
That's right.
As the previous inning. Carbon copy.
Taken all the way.
Yep. And strike 1. Good pitch by Levitt.
Do you take all the way again? 3-1.
And he's not. He's swinging, and he pops it up. Didn't get a barrel on it. Orton charges in, and Mighty Max makes the play.
I guess that bodes to the argument that you should take 3-1, but I'm always kind of a swing away guy because you know strikes are coming when the count is 3-0, 3-1, but Coach Sechrist obviously puts the green light on for that 3-1 pitch and just popped up and on the infield.
Max Orton making that last play. His mom, Mandy, was a really good soccer player, then got injured, tore up a knee, and didn't end up going to play in college after the injuries, but was a really good athlete in high school. Mikhail Swinson's dad, Derek, big, strong, played a little softball with Mikhail's dad over the years. He can pound a baseball just like Mikhail. And that one fouled up and out of play. Max, grandpa, always says hi to me. He watches every one of his grandson's games. Chatted with him a little bit before the game today. Mikhail takes that pitch, and it misses. And that's ball 1. 1-2 the count. Swinson again hitting .419 this year. 10 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run. Trying to paint the outer half there, and it stays off the plate. Ball 2 from Levitt.
I have a feeling this is a big sequence here. Ooh.
And that's a check swing and outside.
Another batter that started 0-2 that's worked his way back to 3-2. Incredible eye by these Warrior and Flyer hitters.
Payoff pitch coming here with 1-on-1 out, and Swinson fights it off out of play. Another fabulous Freddy's foul ball.
And that was a strike, so excellent effort there by Swinson getting the foul off and lives to fight another pitch here.
Today's game brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Got the Utah State Long Drive, 20th year of the Long Drive. June 7th and 8th at Coral Canyon. There's a fundraiser scramble. There's a putting contest. There's a shootout for a chance to win $250,000. And then there's 10 different divisions to grip it and rip it in this year's event.
I know I'm not good enough to be in the tournament or the Long Drive, but maybe the ceremonial tee shot.
Okay.
Or is that taken this year?
No, I just don't want you to embarrass yourself. But we can arrange that. I do know the tournament director pretty well.
Okay.
So I can't believe I've been running that event for 20 years. More details if you want to check it out, thefansportsnetwork.com under our contest page. Breaking ball stays inside, and Swinson has drawn a walk off of Levitt, and he is aboard, so 2 on with 1 out. And that'll bring up Damon Ince.
It'll also bring up UD and Associates meeting on the mound here for the Flyers.
This is Danny Ibsen, and is this it for Levitt? Is he's given up a hit and walked a couple guys, and they're going to bring in Jake Andres, I believe, who was warming up earlier. That would only make sense. James Lee would be available still to start the next game if they could get it. But Andreas, you wondered if it would be Levitt or Andreas today, And it was Levitt, who hadn't pitched at all week, so he was fresh. And now Andreas, who's kind of been the number 2 starter all year long, got the win back on Tuesday. And he is going to get some warm-up tosses. And so we'll come back. We'll get you his numbers after a quick break. It's 3-2. Warriors lead the Flyers by 1. Flyers going to the bullpen with 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the inning, number 4 on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Don't miss our big anniversary sale at Patio Furniture. We're offering the biggest savings of the year. From umbrellas to sofa set to accessories, don't miss out on our anniversary sale from February 15th through the 24th. Visit our new showroom today.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff back here live at Kate Field. And video coverage brought to you by UCCU Credit Union, Love Where You Bank, and the Boulevard Home. Making your house more like home for over 50 years. And let's go to the bullpen. We checked the numbers on Jake Andres, the junior, 3.50 ERA, 7 wins, 2 losses, and 10 appearances this year. Andres, 46 innings of work. He's walked 23. He struck out 50. And opponents hitting 223 off of him over the course of that work this season. And the first pitch to Damon Ince, a chopper to third. Levitt has a get away, and everybody is safe. So tough break. First pitch, and Levitt's back at third, and there's no time to adjust. I mean, that's where he normally plays when year-round. It's just an E5.
And I know it's generally said the shortstop is the most athletic kid, the best defensive player on your team, but the hot corner coming straight from the pitching mound, that's a tough transition, as that ball was absolutely smoked.
And we are really, really back to exactly where we were with Ryder Harrison at the plate with the bases loaded in the third inning, and he cleared the bases. What can he do now? He's going to do another thing. He's going to go to the alleyway. It's going to one-hop off of Yates. It's ricocheting 20 feet away. Yates finally goes and gets it. And it's a 2 RBI double this time for Ryder Harrison. Oh my gosh, how clutch has this kid been? Take another look.
Ryder Harrison, this ball short. You want to ride with me for Ryder Harrison as he gets a nice shot on that ball off the glove of the Flyers. And it brings in 2 and still threatening with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out for Drew Sechrist.
Watch the swing. Watch the swing from Ryder Harrison. Here's the replay. Level, doesn't try to pull it, just goes the other way. It takes that high hop away from Yates. 2 runs will score, and it's 5-2 Warriors here in the 4th. Wow, Ryder Harrison has been the guy today for SC. And he has now got all 5 RBIs. I was talking to his dad, who's one of the coaches. He said, Ryder's just going to go focus on academics. Wants to do big things. Really smart kid. Has some offers to play, but at this point in time, unless he changes his mind, he isn't planning on going and playing. As Cruz Sechrist takes that pitch, he thought it was outside. Umpire rings him up. It's an S&S mechanical strikeout for Jake Andres.
Yeah, Crew had a few words with the umpire. Obviously didn't like the call there, but it is a punch-out in the first one of the game for Jake Andreas. And the pitch, he gets time there. Wasn't set.
5-2 Warriors on the Wilkinson scoreboard, voted best lighting store in Southern Utah 5 years in a row. Andres has another one fouled off the bat of Hayden Smith, number 5 hitter in the Warriors lineup. Reached on an air and walked So officially 0 for 1, I believe. And popped him up. Will it get out of play? Yeah. Ridge gives it a look and doesn't chase to the backstop.
And with how good the Warrior pitching has been this tournament, you figure if one more hit here, it really could start getting the odds longer and longer for the Flyers if he's able to put one in the outfield here and score 2 more runs.
How about Ryder Harrison? All 5 RBI. Warriors up 5-2.
Yeah, I think we've got a leading candidate for our Findlay Subaru star of the game in Ryder Harrison, who absolutely laced up his cleats and brought his twig to the ballpark today. He has been really hitting. 2 almost identical locations on those balls hit. Obviously, one went all the way to the wall, but that same gap he's able to find twice.
We're in the 4th. Runners on second, third, 2 outs for Hayden Smith, and this one's fouled up and out of play again.
Ridge giving chase, but not enough room there to make the play. Not playable. Just a huge spot for Andreas. Just seen a lot of pitchers come in and jams and try and work out of him, and he's trying to do it here.
There's a shot to left. Yates going back, has a beat on it, makes a running catch. Ooh, that's a big out for Braxton Yates. But not before Ryder Harrison delivers another 2 RBI hit. And there's the replay. Just missed the alleyway there. Pulled a little bit too close to Yates in left field. All right, we catch our breath. 5-2 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Snow Canyon leads by 3 on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com.
Athletes, now is the time to build explosive strength, power, speed, and agility when you join Intermountain Sports Performance through our Season of Speed holiday special. Call 435-251-2299 to instantly save $100 on our 8-week training program. Must purchase by December 31st.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Did you know that it costs less to maintain your equipment than to repair it? Yet 90% of breakdowns are caused by system neglect. Give your heating, cooling, and plumbing the care they deserve. For all your air conditioning and plumbing needs, turn to the experts.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff here in the broadcast booth. Stockton Jukes, our video producer, and Blake O'Rulian manning the field cameras for your coverage today. Been our privilege to bring you the games. This is game, let's see, Paulie, we did 13 games so far. This is game 14 for us. And the only way we would do a 15 if Dixie comes back is we're halfway through this game. We go to the home half, bottom of the 4th inning. The Flyers down 3.
Yeah, this is kind of, the 4th inning. It's not too late. Obviously, play 7 in high school baseball, and we got a chance here, though, as some of the bigger bats are going to come up for Dixie. And we're going to see Andrew Lyon faced with some tough spots, and let's see how he works through here as his pitch count's starting to get into the higher numbers. See how he navigates through this tough lineup of Dixie.
Got some. I'm getting some track updates from my buddy Brad James, who's down at the BYU at the 4A State Track and Field. Amelia Nadal of Snow Canyon is the 4A Girls 300 Hurdle State Champion, 42.58. She is a sophomore, Paulie, and just winning. She could win 3 state championships today.
Congrats.
Tina Jensen of Pineview is the shot put state champ, over 54 feet and some change as well.
Wow.
Saw the Snow Canyon, I think it was the 400 or the 800 win it yesterday. It was the 4x2 they won with Joshua Westbrook, William West, Alexander Urias, and Carson Stewart legging that relay. Max Orton at the plate. Lucy Harris of Desert Hills, 4A girls 100-meter champ, already this morning. Matthew McClellan, Snow Canyon 4A boys 110 hurdle state champ. The boys team from Snow Canyon should win the state tournament. They are the favorites to repeat. Tyler West of Crimson Cliffs is the 4A 100-meter state champ, 10.64.
And we got a runner aboard for the Flyers.
That's Max Orton. Good eye there by Mighty Max. So he is having a day. He singled and scored, and now he is aboard. And the Flyers do need base runners. And here is CB. Cooper Bartholomew takes that pitch from Rue outside, ball one. Coop steps back in. And here's the pitch from Lyon, high.
Got a little outage on our scoreboard out.
Yeah, the whole thing just went down. Paul was up there looking for a power source by the scoreboard, and we never did find one.
No.
Must all be hardwired.
I think it is.
Lyon at 63 pitches right now. CB 0 for 1 in the game. He tried to lay down that bunt and threw out. It was a good play by Hayden Smith to go down to third and get the force on Trace Franco, who was diving head first to third base. It was a bang-bang play.
Yeah, that was a savvy play by Smith.
Almost got the sacrifice bunt down, but they got the lead runner. Snap throw over to first from Lyon. Back in time is Max. Max not taking a huge lead over there at first. Two. The count after that Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Appreciate the rink, skatetherink.com. Get over there on a Saturday night for some good old-fashioned roller skating fun. They always got a bunch of events, activities. Great place to have a birthday party for your kids. SkateTheRink.com. They got skate rentals, karaoke, live DJs, and they plunked in there. Hit by pitch. CB is aboard.
No outs, 2 on now. As we're starting to see the top of the order come up here soon, as Ridge Erickson in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, you got Zev, and then back to the top. And we've got a Swenson is going to the bullpen, and they have moved somebody to right field here, which I didn't catch that number. But Swenson is going to be the next pitcher, it looks like. And who is that now over there in right field?
16.
Hansen. That's Hansen, number 15 or 16. I think it's Hansen. So Hansen is in defensively. Swenson is into the bullpen. Lions at 66 pitches. But obviously a walk and a hit batter. And so they want to give Swenson some time to get ready in case they need to make a move. Maybe that will light a fire under Andrew. Zev shows bunt, and it's ball one.
I think he's missed now on 6 straight pitches. So maybe fatigue starting to set in.
Lyon is uncommitted. He's only a junior, but he's going to get a lot of offers. It'll be really interesting to see where he decides to play. I know Utah Tech has already offered him, among, I'm sure, others. Of course, Utah Tech, where his dad Brandon pitched in the junior college days back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think Brandon was there same time as me, 98, 99, 2000, right in that range. Brew 2-0 now. Needs to throw a strike. Number 9 hitter Isaac Zeff's going to square to bunt, whip it back, and there is a breaking ball that catches the zone for strike 1. The Ochre Mountains in the backdrop here at Salt Lake Community College, Cape Field, Turf Field. About 73, 74 degrees and warming up out there. The field temperature right now is we're afternoon here, 12:29 local time. Snow Canyon has the 5-2 lead. They won game one also last night 4-2 to have a must-win situation here for the Flyers, and they've got an inning potentially brewing here as that one's fouled into the dirt, and the count now evens up at 2-2. The RBIs in this game came off the bat of Boston Vest and the 2 RBI single back in the second. And he's going to bunt again on a 2-2 count. It's a foul ball. Risky business, but they're trying to move those runners aboard. And Zepp does have good speed. Isaac Zepp will have to come back, and he will be retired. That's risky business, Paulie.
Yeah, it is.
You trust him to do it. You got to get that fair.
Got to get it down, and that one just dribbled foul. But now the top of the order coming up now, and this is really a huge spot for Dixie. 2 on, just 1 out. The top line guys, the over 400 hitters, they're all coming up. So now it's time here.
Lyon will get credit with another S&S mechanical strikeout. And top of the order, Ridge Erickson takes that first pitch, and it's high for ball 1. Danny Ibsen has 2 state championships. Can he get a third? Flyers got to rally. Here we are, bottom of the 4th. 2 on, 1 out for the leader, the senior, Mr. Everything, Ridge Erickson. Big spot for Ridge to bop one, huh, Paulie?
Yeah. Ridge, the engine that drives the car, the stall that stirs the drink, whatever you want to call him. He's really what the heartbeat of this Dixie team, and nothing would be better than seeing their leader get aboard here.
Again, still 2-0 early on in the state softball game between Desert Hills and Ridgeline. Ridgeline jumping out to a 2-0 lead. We'll keep you updated. Score updates brought to you by Nets on Fire. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court. Get your kids some training. They always got some fun tournaments and summer league events. NetsOnFire.org. 2-1 pitch coming here from Andrew Lyon. And outside, 3-1. Swinson has still continued to get loose in the Warriors bullpen. And they pulled him out of right field. By the way, got some more breaking news from the state track tournament. That's on Fire track update. State championship Trevor Goff of Snow Canyon, 300 hurdles. He's your state champ.
Wow.
The boys from Snow Canyon are rolling right now.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where the team standings is right now, but Snow Canyon should be leading it based on the updates we're getting. And there's a fastball painting the zone, and it's a full count.
Ridge didn't think so as he was about to throw the bat and start walking down the line, but just caught the corner.
3-2 pitch. Flyers down 5-2. Lyon taking the time, looks at the runner. Now comes to the plate, and it's popped up. It's going to be down the third base line. Tank Kelly coming over, Hayden Smith coming over. Hayden doesn't see it. Tank's got it, and that is a big out for Andrew Lyon as he gets Ridge to pop up sky high in foul territory.
One of the best hitters on the team for the Flyers, and he really worked the count. He had a 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, and then the pop out. What a sequence there for Andrew Lyon and the Warriors defense.
Great shot from Blake O'Rulian, who's manning the camera for our state championship game 2. And now here is Boston Vest. Can Boston Vest keep doing what Ryder Harrison has been doing and collect all the RBIs? And now Swinson is going back to right field, and Hansen is coming out of the game. So they got Swinson loose. They're not making the move, so they're saying, Makayo, Rue got through this unscathed so far. Go back to right field, buddy. Certainly he will be the guy to pitch next if Rue needs a reliever. Right now, Lyon is at 77 pitches. We've already seen Coach Ibsen go get Jake Andreas, and Logan Levitt is now out as pitcher back to third. The Lions still out there here in the fourth. 5 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Warriors. 2 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for the Flyers. Yeah, a little miscommunication here. So Hayden Smith going to have a quick meeting with his pitcher. There's Smith and Lyon out there chatting it up. Now they're not done. Smith comes back to say one more thing. And that quick meeting on the mound brought to you by Luke Udy and American Family Insurance. Get a free quote today. Udy and Associates. Boston Vest, Mr. Baseball at Dixie High, 4-year starter at shortstop. And this is a spot to be in here as Vest is hitting it this year at .454, heading to New Mexico State at the next level. A 2 RBI hit earlier in this game. Can he add another one here and find an alleyway? Outside, 2-0 the count. Orton's at second. CBE is over at first. Great crowd. I mean, every seat is almost taken here, and you got a lot of people standing. There's just nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't know, 1,500 fans would be my guess. What do you guys stock? What do you think?
All the way down
Somewhere
the
there?
lines.
Yeah. Chopper foul, 2-1. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball.
It's the first game we've seen all the way down the foul lines, or all the way down the baselines and foul territory, those seats being completely full.
Of course, we'll name our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. Shop local and save. Buy direct and save at AWP, across from the Bloomington Walmart. Here's the 2-1, and it's outside 3-1. Lyon trying to nibble on the corner, and a good eye by Vesti. BV should get maybe his best pitch to hit right here. 9 does have that slider that has some bite to it. Does he go fastball high or slider down and away? We'll see. And strike at the knees.
The second time, Ridge, now Vest, about to throw the bat and walk down the first baseline. Umpire says no way. That's a strike.
Lyon has been battling back in counts, hasn't he? All day long.
Yeah. That's why the pitch count pretty high through 3 2/3 innings, but still navigating through this really dangerous lineup.
Payoff pitch coming. And a swing and a drive, but he got underneath it. It's high, but it's still getting back, but it's not going to leave the yard as Damon Ince squeezes it near the warning track. It's just a deep out. And Andrew Lyon works out. He walked a guy, gave up a hit, 2-on with nobody out, and then he settles in and gets out of the inning unscathed. There's a great shot of Ince, the sure-handed catch out there in left field. So we take a break. He actually didn't give up a hit. He walked a guy, then hit a guy. Those were the 2 base runners. So no runs on no hits, 2 left on base. And we move on with the Warriors still leading 5-2 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. We'll see you on the other side of a message from our great local partners.
Hey, it's Luke with Udy and Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udy and Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Back live here at the Yard. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff. Coverage presented on KSLSports.com by UCCU. Love where you bank. And on the radio back in St. George and Cedar City on the Fan Sports Network. How's it going down there? 90 degrees already in the STG. If you're listening on your Saturday afternoon drive around town or watching, we welcome you in as we go to the top of the fifth, and fastball from Jake Andres, who's in relief, to Tank Kelly, a called strike. So it's Kelly Lion Ship, and that one fought up and out of play. Tank has got hit twice. Hasn't had much of a chance to swing the bat today. Fights that one off out of play, and then that one missing. So 1-2 the count on TK. Here's the Andres pitch. They called time. Tank called time. He threw it anyway. Umpire signaling. Yeah, I don't think they wanted him to give time there that late in the windup, but they granted it. And that one missing. 2-2 the count. That was a fastball from Andres just down the bottom of the zone. He's working quickly. Tank lifts this one high. Orton going out, and Orton calling for it and makes the catch for out number one. Good pitch there to get Tank to pop up.
Absolutely. High towering fly ball, but it's Dixie's going to need some outs and fast. They need to get back on offense, get the momentum back their way, but the Warriors seizing it the last couple innings. Well, let's see if they can take it back with Andreas really settling in, dialing it in, and doing really well since he's come in.
Andreas now will face Andrew Line. Big old sweeper for a called strike. Good pitch from Jake. Just his 20th pitch of the game, coming in relief. And then what does he do? Backs it back up with another tremendous pitch. 0-2. And that one down low. Lyon's going to fix the shin guard, protecting that left lead ankle from the right-handed batter. And Lyon rips it over short for a 1-2 count, and he just rips it in the left for a one-out hit. How about that piece of hitting by Lyon?
Absolutely, as we're starting to see, and then now we're going to see a pinch runner for Andrew Lyon, but he had a great piece of hitting there, and he's given himself a runner here and some support potentially if they can score this runner.
And here is Ledger Ship, who has not got out. He's 2 for 2.
Swinging a hot bat.
Seeing it well. And we'll see if he can stay hot here with... That is Mugavero. Mugavero is into pinch run. He's kind of usually the first guy off the bench to run. And again, Andres starts it off with a strike. Warriors second baseman, Ledger Ship. Hits it north of 300 in his junior campaign. And that one down low. Andres' velocity looks really good right now. Looks like he's up there in the upper 80s with that fastball. Don't have the radar gun or radar on the scoreboard here at Cape Field. Andres stepping off. Now looks in for the sign. Ledger Ship is ready. Andres comes with the 2-1 pitch, and it's lifted, not deep, into center. Franco's underneath it, and that'll be out number 2. Now they get Ledger Ship finally for the first time today to fly out to center. And here is Corbin Hafen. Top of the 5th inning, Warriors lead 5-2. Taking a look at that. Good pitch to get the pop up on the hot bat of Ledger Ship.
Yeah. And that's a hard out to get today and the last couple of days, as Ledger's really been seeing the ball well this whole week.
And inside, you see Red Jerrickson, the Dixie catcher, spring out of his catcher's crouch and fake the throw to first. You don't want to wander off that bag too much if you're Mugavero. And there's a hot shot, but right to Orton.
Gobbled up.
And it hit him. And here comes Mugavero, round second. He'll get to third. And I think you got to score that a hit. I don't think Max did anything wrong there.
No.
That's just smoke. Take another look. And it was just, it had some top spin to it. So it was darting down around the ankles. And it was kind of one of those plays where do you try to block it or do you try to keep it off of the turf here at Salt Lake Community College? And it ends up hitting him, and they do score that in air on Orton on the scoreboard here. I don't know if I agree with that. But, that's a tough play. That's a tough play. Score it how you want. Regardless, he's aboard. With 2 outs, here's now top of the order, and Mac. Swenson steps in, first pitch. Missing that one in for a strike. So now quickly 1-1, the count. We're in the top of the 5th. Snow Canyon looking for some more runs. Swenson looking for a little rally stop, 2-out rally. If he can find a way to reach, you've got Ince on deck. Damon's older brother Jack was a Warrior a few years ago. I think he was on that state championship team in 21. Pretty sure. The 1-2 pitch coming from Jake Andreas, and that one's ripped to right but foul. Well, foul. Another fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Hey, we're looking for our Scooters Coffee Energy play. If we see it, we'll let you know. Start your day at Scooters and Hurricane. Amazing drinks served by amazing staff. Amazingly fast. I might go to Scooters in the morning on my way to Zion and then go get some lunch up there. Ride the park. We're talking with my wife about what we're going to do tomorrow because I've been gone all week. Should be a nice day in Zion tomorrow, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect day for you to get out there.
You ever done Angel's Landing?
No.
No. You ever done the Narrows?
Yes.
Yes. Outside, full count. Swenson and Andres locked in a battle here, pitcher and the batter. And you got an open base at first. We'll see what pitch he throws. He throws the fastball. It's ripped to Vest. He scoops it up. The transfer, the dig. What a dig by CB, 6-3. The catch by CB, the dig, sensational there, Paul.
Yeah, a little bit of a low throw here as we see on the Red Rock Real Estate replay. This ball whipped over there, but just a little wide, but still a great catch and control there by Bartholomew to get the out.
So they do get a hit and also get a runner over there to third, but they can't do anything with him. They strand 2. The Warriors have stranded 1 in the second, 3 in the third, stranded 2 more in the fourth, and they leave 2 more out on base in the fifth, but yet they still have the 5-2 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Inspired design. Ultra quiet operation. To you, it's a Bride Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
This is Parker. This is Jason with Team D Auto Sales.
Supporting local sports for over 20 years.
That's 2 decades. Come to Team D Auto Sales at 488 East St. George Boulevard.
Or teamdautosales.com.
Yeah!
Team D, Team D.
Back live. How are we going to finish this one out here? Can Dixie force a game 3, or can Snow Canyon sweep the best of 3 series and celebrate a state championship? We're getting into the bottom of the 5th inning here. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 hitters in the Dixie lineup. So Braxton Yates, then Turley, then Levitt due up here for Coach Ibsen. Getting to crunch time, Paul.
Yeah, it is. We're getting down to it here as Flyers down to 9 defensive outs that they've got left, or 9 offensive outs. And they got to start getting it going here soon.
Pitch, chopper over there to Ship. Goes and gets it. The throw back to Goetz in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. And that's big because Rue's at now 83, 84 pitches, and that was pretty efficient.
Yeah, it was.
Take another look. Red Rock Real Estate replay here. Yates has been peppering it hard over there towards second. Just can't get anything past Ledger Ship. I think Ledger Ship, between last night and tonight, has retired Yates 3 times. Now, he did win 1 battle with that 2-run home run last night. But it was not enough. The only runs of the game for the Flyers was off the bat of Braxton Yates. And here is Carter Turley, the DH. Cleanup hitter, high, ball 1. What's the plate approach right now for the Flyers?
It's got to be work the counts, keep looking, being selective, find the right pitch. And even if it is a strike, if you don't like it and if you don't think you can put barrel on ball and it's just great location, then take the strike, I think. You got 3 of them, so be selective. Take good pitches, swing at good pitches, and be able to barrel one up here and close the gap in this game.
Turley 1-1 count. There's ball 2. Turley hitting 370, 371. Junior catcher, but he's behind the best catcher in the state in Ridge Erickson. So next year he'll be the guy behind the dish for Coach Ibsen. And there's a little bloop job that might find some grass, but it's a hard-charging, diving catch by Corbin Hafen.
And he does the Jordan, what happened, the shrug as he doesn't even know how he made that play.
Take another look. This one's hanging in the air, but he has to charge it and an extension. How about that play by Hafen? Wow. Wow, Corbin Hafen, flashing leather. I mean, when a ball goes into the air as a baseball broadcaster, you kind of look at the angles. And I thought that really did have a chance to drop when he hit it because of where it was put. But Hafen's showing you the closing speed. Maybe he should be down at BYU running a 100-meter dash today at the state track meet. They need him here. They need Hafen in center, making plays like that, though. He's another junior on this Warriors team, and he just robbed Carter Turley of a hit potentially. And Lyon going to work here against Logan Levitt. And it's 1-1 with 2 outs.
That ball gets away for ball 2. 2-1 count. 2 outs for the Flyers here. This has been relatively quick inning for them. I'm sure they were hoping for more, but still a chance here. Rally stop, 2-out rally. Hopefully can get started right here.
High, 3-1 the count. And the pitch, swing, and a missed strike, 2. Getting an update brought to you by Nets on Fire. Desert Hills has scored. They trail Ridgeline 2-1 now in the state softball championship. Check out the summer training event schedule and training packages available. NetsOnFire.org. Swing and a miss. There's an S&S mechanical strikeout, and that's a huge, huge K to end the inning for Rue.
Great shot by Blake here. As we're going to see quite a bit of emotion showed on the mound after that final out, and it was he was fired up, and so was the dugout, as we are through 5 innings of 2-run ball for Andrew Lyon.
No runs, no hits, nobody left on base, and we move to the 6th when we come back. Warriors lead 5-2 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture? Your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed, and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
Transform your outdoor space with The Awning Company, St. George's top choice for awnings and outdoor enhancements. We specialize in making your backyard your favorite room of the house. With customizable options for every budget, from small projects to complete backyard remodels, we do it all. Experience superior craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and personalized service that sets us apart. For a limited time, enjoy 25% off in-stock kitchen components. Visit us at 735 South Bluff or go to theawningco.com.
Desert Hills softball just tied it with Ridgeline 2-2. That's a must-win for the Thunder to force a Game 3 for the state softball title. Here the Flyers are down 3, and they are going back to Jake Andreas on the bump here to pitch the 6th.
Andreas been a stabilizing force since he's come in. Normally the number 2 guy throughout the season.
Damon Ince to lead things off here. And quickly ahead in the count. Here is the 2-0 pitch. And this is a rip shot into center field. And Ince has got his first hit of the championship series.
That's right. And Ince seen his average drop a little bit throughout the week up here at Salt Lake Community College. But that's got to be a welcome sight for not only Damon, but the rest of the Warriors, as he's been their constant guy contact-wise throughout the year. Was batting up to 500 at some points this year.
Jake Andres ready to go. Here is Ryder Harrison. He flares this over to Yates, in left, jogging back, has a beat on it, and he makes the catch out there. That's the second time Ryder's went opposite field and just missed getting all of that baseball.
And Ryder really is putting rides on balls all day long, as every ball has been hard hit. 2 obviously landing for hits, but
two doubles were both gappers.
Scored.
He plated all 5 runs.
Yeah.
But the other 2 he's got out have been lineouts out there to Yates.
Hard hit balls, yes.
And Cruz Seacrest will step in with 1 on and 1 out. Again, top of the 6th. Snow Canyon leading 5-2 over Dixie. And would a baseball get loose somewhere over there from a young fan? They had to get the ball off the field. Now we're ready to resume play. And there's a rip shot through the left side. It's a hit for Seacrest. Pulled it through the 5-6 hole.
And Crew was, of course, our Findlay Subaru Star Watch pregame, and he's able to contribute his first hit into the box score of the day.
This game approaching 2 hours old here in a couple minutes. You get that diving catch from Hafen, and now you go take that emotion and that energy back to the plate. You're trying to get some insurance runs here. And there's a pop-up first pitch swinging. This is going to stay in the park, and Isaac Zeff has the catch. They're going to tag third. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close, but it's offline. So you do get Ince down to third. Seacrest stays at first. And Smith flies out to right. He's 0 for 3 today. And it'll be Tank Kelly stepping in.
Tank had a big double yesterday. See if he can get another extra base, or even a single would bring in yet another run to make it a 4-run deficit for the Flyers.
Here's the pitch from Andres. Strike to Tank Kelly. Good pitch there by Jake. Jake hasn't seen many ABs this year. Done most of his stuff on the mound. Has played defensively. Started the game at third because Levitt was pitching. And they swapped those guys out when Levitt exits this game. And now Jake trying to keep the bats at bay here. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. And there's a beautiful pitch. Nipping the outside corner of the strike zone. And it's 0-2 to Tank Kelly. Tank, 5 home runs this year. 380 to left center. 400 to straightaway center. Left porch is 335 and the right porch is 330. The dimensions here at Cape Field, Salt Lake Community College. Wind, there's a little bit of movement, kind of helping out. So not much, 4 miles an hour. The flag's just barely fluttering. But it is seemingly to blow out to center right now. And trying to paint the outside corner and cannot, just missing. And the count now 2-2. Twos are wild. 2-2 count, 2 out, 2-1. Top 6. Snow Canyon up 5-2. Devin Dixon, Paul Ratliff, bringing you the coverage on KSLSports.com and the Fan Sports Network on radio. We are outside there. Is a good block. You see Ridge spring out of that catcher's crouch and go wide to block that. That's a run-saving play. Little things like that cannot go unnoticed. Guess what, Paul? Amelia Nadal is your state long jump champ. And runners are going to swing and a miss. Big K for Jake Andreas. Brought to you by S&S Mechanical. Look low, darting down in the zone, and TK just could not find that baseball. So the Warriors can't tack anymore. And they do leave 2 more out there on base. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. Flyers down 3 on the Fan Sports Network, KSLSports.com. Stay with us, everybody.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the court or field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Welcome back to our coverage here. The 4A State Baseball Tournament. Been a lot of fun all week long. And will we play just the one today with Snow Canyon leading 5-2? Dixie's got to rally if they want to force a true one-game winner-take-all state championship in this best-of-3 series. Appreciate some of our great sponsors. Coming up when this one's done, we'll have the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We'll name the sub of the game, brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Also get some comments from players, coaches, brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department. Check out the Summer Sports Series, the whole month of June, sgcityrec.org. Get your kids active. Different week, different sports, all month long for one low price, sgcityrec.org. Lion back out there in the 6th, and the OBP king for the Flyers, it feels like this week, Trace Franco to lead things off. He is 1 for 2 in the game today. Breaking ball, hit hard, but right to Ship. Ship the throw over to first, and 1 out.
Ship been right place, right time all day today. Just been making tons of plays for the Warriors defensively and at the plate. He's been a candidate for the Findlay Subaru Star of the Game, I think. Obviously Ryder Harrison, but closely followed by Ledger Ship.
Here is Mighty Mike Max, the 5'11 senior, ready to go. Big spot for Max. He's 1 for 1 today. Ripped one up the middle. And a strike from Lion. Lion's pitch count now 97 pitches after that one. And Buzz in the tower. Max had to duck out of the way. 1-1. Here's the pitch from Lyon, the 1-1 delivery, a breaking ball. Max stays back on it and fights it off. It's going to get near the dugout. Goat Snow Cone catch, and it pops out, and Kyson lays flat on his back. He can't believe he couldn't bring it in. Tough play for Kyson there, Paul.
Yeah, as we see here on the Red Rock Real Estate replay, just runs out of room there and
hit the mitt. He got to it, but just inches off of the turf. And it almost looked like it hit the palm of his mitt instead of the webbing there, and that's why it popped out. Again, still tied in Ridgeline and Desert Hills, game 2 in the state softball, and a pop-up by Orton. Ledger Ship camping underneath it, 2 away here in the 6th.
How many outs has Ledger Ship made today? As I know that was a low-stress pop out, but he has been everywhere for the Flyers defensively and makes yet another play there. And the outs starting to dwindle on the Dixie Flyers. We're getting really late into this game.
Here we go. Took CB, Cooper, Bartholomew, trying to get a little Flyer 2-out rally going here. Presented by Rally Stop in the bottom of the 6th. They're running out of outs, trailing 5-2. CB breaking ball, lays off of it, 1-1. Lyon, beautiful pitch, breaking right back over the heart of the plate for a called strike. And he's ahead on CB, 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. CB chopper fouled back. Glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network. KSLSports.com. A lot of fun to be bringing you the coverage all week long. My voice has got just a little juice left in it. We're going to finish this day off, whether we play 1 or 2. Lyon thought he got him on the breaking ball. 2-2 the count. That pitch just a bit outside, deeming the home plate umpire.
That was about as close of a pitch I've seen all week.
Lyon not wasting any time. Delivers, same thing, swing and a miss. Smith does have to throw it down to first to scoot it away, and that'll do it for the inning. Lyon fired up. He's at 105 pitches. And the Warriors can go back to work in the top of the 7th. They are now 3 defensive outs away from a state championship. The last championship they had was 2021, and it so happened it was on this field. Do they have a 5th for Coach Sechrist in his 20th season? Stay tuned to find out when we return on KSLSports.com and the Fan Sports Network.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back live here, Kate Field. We head to the 7th. Our play-by-play coverage brought to you by Intermountain Sports Performance. Their summer speed. Get your kids signed up for summer training. There is Tank Kelly. So Tank Kelly, as soon as the inning ended, he went straight to the bullpen. So Lyon at 105 pitches. He can only throw 10 more. And it looks like Tank Kelly going to come to try to close this. First pitch swinging for Rue. Grounder is short. What a play by Boston Vest. And it's quickly a 6-3 putout. I mean, this is just Boston Vest doing Boston Vest things. And take a look at the Red Rock Real Estate replay. He just makes it look so good. And that one's a slow roller out there to second. Orton has it, takes his time, throws it over to CB, and quickly 2 pitches, 2 outs for the Dixie defense.
And this is exactly what the doctor ordered for the Flyers. They needed a quick inning, keep this at 5-2, and that's exactly what they're getting. Is Andreas already ready to go to the mound right now, and the batter isn't even in the box yet. He is zoned in.
So Rue goes first pitch, swinging, grounds out to short. Ledger goes first pitch, swinging, grounds out to second. And now Coach Seacrest wants to talk with Corbin Hafen for a second. Gives him a pat and says, let's go, bud. 5-2 our score. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Warriors. 2 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors. Although one of the errors, I would have probably scored it a hit, but it was. If you're a tougher scorer, yes, it's an error. If you're a little bit more lenient, okay, it's a hit. It was just hit so hard on a short hop that it kind of crossed Orton up at second base, and I would have probably scored it a hit, but either way, it doesn't matter at this point in time. The Flyers know what they have to do. They got to get out of this inning, and they got to go get 3 to tie or 4 to walk it off. If they do come back, it's not guaranteed Dixie would be the home team. They will actually flip a coin to see who the home team is for the championship series. Dixie came into this tournament the 1 seed, Snow Canyon the 2 seed. That's why Dixie was home last night, and they're home again today. Here's the pitch from Jake Andres, and lost him. Hafen, a 2-out walk, and now you're back to the top of the order, and Mikaio Swenson. Hafen has walked 3 times in this game today. He also popped up to second, so he's 0 for 1 with a run scored. And Mac Swenson will step in, big, strong righty, ready to go to work against Jake Andreas. And the first pitch, a strike. Andreas, that was his 55th pitch of the game since coming in relief. Here is pitch number 2 coming from the righty, and it's fouled up and out of play, and Swenson is down in the count 0-2 after that fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Appreciate Handel's Homemade Ice Cream, The Rink, House of Jump, Coral Canyon Golf Course, some of our great sponsors bringing you the game today on the Fan Sports Network. Here is the 0-2 pitch, and it's high. Jake Andres trying to work quickly to get the bats back up in the 7th for the Flyers. And Swenson is still fighting as he fights off a pitch out of play again. Great crowd. I mean, standing room only, Paulie. This is a bigger crowd almost today than it was last night. Probably another extra 200 or 300 fans, I'd say.
Yeah. You can really tell down the foul, the baselines in foul territory. Those stands full to the brims.
Popped up and out of play again, so Swenson again fighting off, living to see another pitch. Swenson steps out now, steps back in, kind of resets everything. Jake Andres with a long look into the catcher's mitt. Jake Andres has the sign, the windup, and the delivery. Swing and a miss and a strikeout, and now the Flyers know what they got to do. They got to go chase 3 to tie. They got to chase 4 to walk it off. We go to the bottom of the 7th when we come back on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Transform your outdoor space with The Awning Company, St. George's top choice for awnings and outdoor enhancements. We specialize in making your backyard your favorite room of the house. With customizable options for every budget, from small projects to complete backyard remodels, we do it all. Experience superior craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and personalized service that sets us apart. For a limited time, enjoy 25% off in-stock kitchen components. Visit us at 735 South Bluff or go to theawningco.com. Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool? Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah, vacationrentals.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Athletes, now is the time to build explosive strength, power, speed, and agility when you join Intermountain Sports Performance through our Season of Speed Holiday Special. Call 435-251-2299 to instantly save $100 on our 8-week training program. Must purchase by December 31st.
Well, the stage is set here for the Warriors, and they brought on their closer, Tank Kelly, to pitch the 7th. Tremendous performance today by Andrew Lyon. He gives up 2 runs on 4 hits. Lyon goes 105 pitches, 6 innings of work, struck out 5 S&S mechanical Ks, walked 3. It's been Levitt for 3 innings, and then 3 innings. Well, 3 1/3 for Levitt, 3 2/3 for Andreas. The combo pitching today. And here it is. Let's fire up the 7th. And fastball, swing and a miss. And this is a pinch hitter. This is Hill. So Hill is in to hit for Zeph. And that one missing.
Tank picked up save yesterday, his 6th of the season. Now in line to get another one here if he can close the door on the Flyers in this Game 2 of the state championship final.
And Hill is a junior. He's played in 9 games. He's had 7 at-bats. He scored 1 run, and he doesn't have a hit yet this year. So what a spot for the junior Hill to come in. They need his bat, and a chopper fouled straight back on a fastball. His Tank will give you a dose of fastballs, but we've seen that slider. We've seen him take some speed off and get you with that change of pace. We'll see what he throws here. The count is 1-2. Future trailblazer Tank Kelly high, 2-2 the count. It'll be top of the order after Hill. Ridge, Erickson, Boston Vest, and then Yates if they can get to him. And that one inside, full count from TK. Good eye by Hill. Huge for him in a pinch hit scenario to get aboard somehow, some way right here.
Tank going to bring his best stuff right now, though.
And lost him. Hill is aboard. He draws the walk, and that's a great AB by Hill.
That's all he had to do. I mean, not seeking the hit, just getting on base any way he can, hit or walk or hit by pitch, and he is able to find the way on.
Mark that down, Paulie, as a potential Jersey Mike Sub of the Game nominee if the Flyers find some magic here in this inning and they rally. Ridge Erickson, top of the order.
So Tank going to have to go through the best of the Flyers to win this state championship as the top coming up.
Would you want it any other way?
That's how it goes in Region 9 and at this level, at the state final level.
High again, 2-0. And here comes Hayden Smith. Probably going to slow Tank down just a little bit. Quick pitcher-catcher meeting on the mound brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Get a free quote today. See how much Luke can save you. As always, we'll turn it around, and after this one goes final, get you the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Depending on if we're playing another one or not, will determine the length of our post-game show, right, Paul?
That's right.
Obviously, stats, awards, a wrap on the game. Will it be a wrap on the season? Well, 3-0. Tank having trouble finding the zone right now. Already walking Hill. And there's a fastball down the middle. Ridge was taking, had the take sign on the whole way.
Tank, a senior, can be relied upon with runners on base.
And this is swinging a drive, and this is hit well. It's all the way back, but at the track is Ince for a deep out number 1. Oh, he just got it too high off the barrel. Just too high, didn't quite get it all.
And it looked as if the way that the outfield was setting up, that ball was just too high and not quite far enough. On the track, though, a scare put into the Warriors, but they survived. 1 out, 1 on in the 7th.
Well, and as fast as Tank throws it, sometimes you just got to find the barrel, and then it's gone, right? Because he's got that velo, which helps the exit velo. But that time, just a little bit too much air underneath that one to the warning track. And now, quickly, Tank Kelly going to work on Boston Vest. Boo. Big old bender just doesn't quite get back to the plate. 2-0 the count. Vest watches that one zip in for a called strike at the knees. Warriors would love a ground ball here to end it. And Tank Kelly would get dogpiled. Vest could send the Flyers dugout erupting with a hit up the middle. And there you can hear the crowd. Flyers get a clutch 1-out hit. And now 2 on base, and that'll bring the tying run, Braxton Yates, the senior, to the plate.
And what a spot for Braxton Yates here coming up. 2 on, 1 out, still an ability to, and we're going to see a little meeting at the mound, UD and Associates for the Warriors as they need to dial things in, try and get the double play is the most desirable outcome for them. Or the strikeouts. Tank Kelly, a guy that can just take care of it at the plate, had 4 strikeouts and 6 batters he faced yesterday. So he's got the strikeout stuff.
Well, you knew it would not be easy to close this Flyer team out. Yates has not gotten a hit in the game today. He had the 2-run shot to right last night. It was the only 2 runs the Flyers had in the 4-2 loss. They're down 5-2 right now with 2 out there on base. You got Vest at first and Hill at second. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Just a little bit off the plate. Ball 2.
Flyers in grind mode, defensive batting mode, as they're going to be looking for the right pitch. They're not going to take anything on the outsides and low or high. They're going to wait for the right one and make Tank Kelly beat them with the pitches in the zone. They're not going to swing away.
2-0 the count. Game 2 of the State 4A Baseball Championships. And swinging a shot back to Kelly. Kelly's going to run it over underhand, and it's out at first. Runners do go to second and third, and that'll bring up Turley as the tying run, but 2 outs now.
2 outs as the Flyer faithful making some noise for Carter Turley as they know that they're down to their final out here in the state championship game. State championship series, I should say, as the Warriors took game 1. Needing a win to force game 3 here as the drama's at an all-time high. We're climaxing as Carter Turley steps into the box.
Tank Kelly first pitch. High and tight, ball 1. Turley all year has been raking, hitting it at a 371 clip. He does have 1 home run. If he hit a home run here, this Flyer crowd would go bananas. High and inside, not as far inside like the first pitch, but a ball nonetheless, and it's 2-0 the count now to Turley. Logan Levitt is on deck if they can get to him. Turley is the tying run at the plate. And there's a fastball for a called strike. The top inside corner of the K zone. Look at the focus from Tank, the senior, the future trailblazer, as he locks in on the signs from Smith, Hayden Smith. They agree. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and it's strike 2, and the Flyers are down to their last strike on the season here in game 2 of the state title bout.
Warrior faithful starting to get excited as they know this could be it.
Here comes the pitch. Tank Kelly locking in. 2 on, 2 out, down by 3. Turley is the tying run. And he popped him up, and it's going to get up and out of play. And it's a fabulous Freddie's foul ball. And everybody catches their collective breath, and we reset. Pressure-packed moments here at the yard. Tank Kelly, the senior, the windup, the 2-2 pitch. He got him on a breaking ball, and there is the dog pile. The Warriors are celebrating. They've won it 5-2.
And Tank Kelly shut the door on the Flyers. 6 batters faced, 4 strikeouts yesterday, and ends his career as a Warrior with a backwards K. Can't draw it up any better for the Warriors.
The coaches, the players, the fans, 2 Region 9 rivals, and the Warriors have got Coach Sechrist his 5th ring as a head coach in his 20 years. Tank Kelly, the strikeout, and now the celebration. We are going to take a break, 2-minute timeout. Tip of the cap to the Flyers on a tremendous season, but it's the Warriors who are so... we are back. We had our system crash, but we are back. Right as we got the last play of the game, we lost our feet, so apologize there. But we are back, we believe, for the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Great job by Stockton Jukes, our producer. And there you have it right now. They are getting the trophy, and they are celebrating. Hayden Smith just took off with the trophy. They are running and celebrating with the student section. You're just seeing, high school sports, the work, the two-a-days, the cage sessions, the weightlifting, everything that the Warriors have fought for. And now they are celebrating. They are celebrating in front of the fans. They're running the trophy around here. And obviously pure excitement on one side, and then absolute just heart-wrenching dismay. You see Boston Vest out on the field, a couple steps out of the dugout. This is the end of an unbelievable career for him. He's watching the Warriors celebrate. And I think it's almost a show of respect. And you see the emotion. You can see Coach Ibsen a step out there. Coach Vest just came over and just kind of gave him a pat on the back. I mean, it's heartbreak city for this Flyer team. They have been so close so many times when they come up short. Again, Coach Ibsen was chasing his 3rd state title as head coach. Coach Sechrist and the Warriors, it's the 5th. And wow, 5-2, the final. And everybody is obviously just soaking up the moments here. And we are into the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame. Everything's calmed down now. There's a big photo moment going out there with the team. The Warriors got the trophy. Paul has went downfield level. We're trying to get some interviews lined up and up to the broadcast booth. So we'll work on that for you. And let's put a little recap on this one. How about Ryder Harrison today? Your Findlay Subaru star of the game, all 5 RBIs, a 3 RBI double and a 2 RBI double. Ryder Harrison is your Findlay Subaru star of the game. He had 2 of the 7 Warrior hits today. Hafen had a multi-hit game. Ledger Ship had a multi-hit game in this one as well. So just a lot of praise to go around for this Snow Canyon team. And Coach Sechrist, when he joined us last night, said, we want to go get one. Knowing we have a second one if needed is great. But now you're seeing Damon Ince and some of the other Ledger Ship. They're going to get their sunglasses. Ledger throwing his hat down, his sunglasses down for the dog pile. And they had to go get those. And now they're just soaking it up. You still see some of the Flyer coaches just out. A lot of the players in the Dixie dugout just kind of just staring out on the field to resonate what could have been, as the Flyers just couldn't keep up with the Warriors. Boston Vest put Dixie on the board in the bottom of the 2nd with that 2 RBI hit. And the Flyers had the early lead, but the Warriors would grab it right back in the top of the 3rd on that base-clearing RBI double by Harrison to take the 3-2 lead. They'd add 2 more in the 4th. It was almost a carbon copy. The bottom of the order getting on base, and Harrison punching in 5 RBIs today. And Snow Canyon is state champs, and they are enjoying it. You're seeing friends and family. You're seeing hugs. You're seeing pictures of the moments that you soak up. Here comes the Gatorade bath. They went to get the Gatorade bath, and they're going to go try to sneak up behind Coach Sechrist, who is talking with our Paul Ratliff, and they got Coach Sechrist. There is the Gatorade bath. Unbelievable stuff as the Warriors have won the state championship, and they are going to enjoy every second of this. You look deeper into our Down East Furniture statistics here in this game. Ridge Erickson for the Flyers, 1 for 3. Boston Vest, 2 for 4 with those 2 RBIs. What a career those two guys have had. Other hits came from Trace Franco, 1 for 3 today. Max Orton goes 1 for 2 with a run scored. And just 5 hits. I mean, everybody was talking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday about the Flyers' bats and how they were just bopping, scoring 10 runs, scoring 17 runs, and then 10 more runs. But in this state championship game, won just 2 runs. And then again today, just 2 runs, and they lose 4-2, and they lose 5-2. And the Warriors are your state champs. You look at Levitt gets tagged with the loss, 3 1/3, 3 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, walked 3. Andres come in and did a good job going 3 2/3, gave up 4 hits, no runs, and he had 3 S&S Mechanical strikeouts. Levitt threw 80 pitches before Andres came in and threw 61. You look at Andrew Lyon, the junior pitcher, 6 strong innings. Got in a couple jams and was able to work out of them multiple times in this game. Gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, walked 3, 5 strikeouts, and then Tank Kelly comes in and he closes the door, gets that final strikeout of the game, and we have a final, and it is Snow Canyon with another baseball state championship. Region 9 continues to dominate in baseball. By the way, a quick Nets on Fire score update. They are in the 5th, the bottom of the 5th, and Ridgeline, after Desert Hills had fought back to tie it 2-2, has grabbed a 4-2 lead. So the Thunder needs some magic, kind of like the Flyers did, or their season will be over and Ridgeline will be softball champs. But there's still a little bit of time there for the Thunder to try to maybe make a late rally. I'm still waiting to see if we're going to get coach or players here inside of our post-game show, and we'll keep it with you here for another minute. Let's go and continue to hand out some awards. And we've got a lot to talk about and still a lot to get to here inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. As you're seeing just the fun look at everybody down there on the field. Everybody is just enjoying and soaking up this moment. And obviously just Snow Canyon enjoying it. There's a zoom in as you see everybody getting those photos and soaking up. There's no other game after this one, so they're going to enjoy it. They're going to let them linger on the field. You see the Flyers. The Flyers are now kind of off to the left field line. They've kind of exited the dugout. They're circled up. Coach probably thanking his guys. I mean, it's bittersweet for us. You follow both these teams. I mean, it's almost emotional. You just feel for these Dixie Flyers. Coach Ibsen, like if you want it done and you want a guy that's going to, give you everything he's got and his coaching staff, I mean, this is a special group. And there's some heartbreak over there. And there's some exuberance and some joy for Snow Canyon. And, you get to know these kids. You get to know these coaches. And when you get a Region 9 showdown like this, it's just unbelievably exciting for Snow Canyon, and it's just absolutely gut-wrenching right now for the Dixie Flyers. Now joining us in the broadcast booth is the guy that swatted all 5 runs in today, Ryder Harrison. What's up, buddy? How you feeling right now?
Feeling better than ever.
Senior year state championship. Man, you okay? That dog pile looks 6 high down there.
Yeah, my glasses broke, but got them back together now, so it's all good.
That's all right. They're probably Oakley's. They're warranted anyway, right?
Yeah, probably.
I saw some people throwing their glasses off before running in. You forgot about that, huh?
I was just trying to get out there as quick as I can. I wasn't thinking.
Ryder, we kind of said during the broadcast, you had some at-bats where, you got fooled on some pitches, maybe in a little bit of a mini slump a little bit up here, and you break out of it today. Take me through that first 3 RBI double that gave you guys the lead in the top of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, like yesterday, I wasn't seeing the ball good at all. Got I looked silly on a few swings, but I tried to simple up my approach, just not try and think too much, and then got a fastball up and away and just drived it to left center, which is something I've always been able to do.
We've said all week long that you've got offers at next level to play, but from what I've understood from you and your dad, you're going to go focus on academics. Is that still the case after today?
Yeah, it was going to be that no matter what happened. So, yeah, but I'm glad I could end it on this. For sure.
Great way to end it.
Yeah, unbelievable. The feelings. What's the feeling? These seniors, you guys are so close-knit. What's it like to win a chip with your brothers?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, most of us have been playing with each other since we were like 8. So, I mean, to come out in the last game and finish it is awesome. And especially just coming back after the last 2 years, taking second, you don't want to feel that again. So, it's definitely really awesome.
What do you remember about the 21 championship? It was on this field. You were just a little freshman at that time, but I think you played in that game at a couple of ABs.
Yeah, I DH'd.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't have as much pressure, I felt like. So, I mean, I was just a freshman. I was DHing. I was in the 9-hole. So, I mean, this one I felt like had a little bit more pressure on me, but I was glad I was able to come through there in those situations.
5 RBIs, 2 doubles. Ryder Harrison joining us here inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame. He's your Findlay Subaru star of the game. You know, try to put into perspective the battle with Dixie. The 2 games in the regular season, you split with them, and then you get them 4-2 yesterday and 5-2 today. I know you know a lot of guys on that Flyer team.
Yeah, I mean, they're a great team. I've been playing against a lot of those guys as well since I was little. Most of them I know. And, yeah, they're a good team, so we knew we had to come out and compete every pitch. But, yeah, it's great to get that done against a rival.
What's next for you guys? You guys get to enjoy this, soak it up, go get some more photos with the family, and then probably meet the fire truck for the victory lap back in St. George a little later tonight, huh, buddy?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Sounds great. And Ryder, talk a little bit about the pitching that you guys had. Kyson Goetz, so dominant yesterday. Andrew Lyon, again, another stout performance. You guys played great defense behind them, but those guys were dominant on the mound.
Yeah, they compete. I mean, both of them even got in a little bit of jams there, and then they're able to compete out of it. So, I mean, love them, love watching them pitch. And, yeah, our defense played great. Ledger Ship had some big plays this series. And Corbin Hafen, that catch in center was awesome. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's a great all-around performance, pitching and defense, to hold them to a really good team to 2 runs.
This was a team that was scoring 17, 10, 12 earlier in the week, and you guys held them to 2 and 2 in 2 games. So, I mean, pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah, we've been doing that all week. Our bats kind of slowed down there in the middle of the week, and even last night a little bit. But our pitching's what came through big for us, really, in this whole tournament. I mean, 2 shutouts against Timpanogos, then holding Crimson, another good team, to 2 runs. So, yeah, just pitching and defense came up big for sure. I'm proud of those guys.
Ryder Harrison, our guest here. What was going through your mind with 2 on, TK on the bump? You guys are on the edge of the dugout. Your heart had to be pounding when TK got that final strikeout.
I mean, it was pounding, but I was confident in him. I know he competes. He wants to be out there in those big moments, and he's a great pitcher. So, I mean, I was confident he would get it done, and he did.
Take me through the Gatorade bath there. Did you guys get Coach Secrets? I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Did Paulie get wet on that?
I got a little on my shoes there.
I was hugging him when they dumped it. I probably got more than him on there, but I don't know.
Ryder Harrison, our guest here. Ryder, go. Get out of here. Go enjoy it.
Thanks,
go take some more pictures. Thanks for carving some time with us here in the booth. Ryder Harrison, 5 RBI day. He's your Findlay Subaru star of the game as Snow Canyon state champs again. Their first title since 2021. Ryder was a freshman. We just talked about it. They had Karsten Herman and Luke Anderson and Maze Mosier and Jack Ince on that team. I'm going to start naming players and I'm going to start forgetting players, but I'm sure a lot of those guys enjoying this as well. There's a kind of a factory going at Dixie and Snow Canyon putting guys into college baseball, and they've done it again. Snow Canyon got Coach Sechrist his 5th state championship ring. We've got a couple more things to do. Let's take a break. Let's see if we're going to get anybody else in the press box, and then we'll come back and we'll have either more guests or we'll put a bow on this thing. Snow Canyon, state champs. They win it 5-2. Back in 60 seconds on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com.
Transform your outdoor space with the Awning Company, St. George's top choice for awnings and outdoor enhancements. We specialize in making your backyard your favorite room of the house. With customizable options for every budget, from small projects to complete backyard remodels, we do it all. Experience superior craftsmanship, high-quality materials, and personalized service that sets us apart. For a limited time, enjoy 25% off in-stock kitchen components. Visit us at 735 South Bluff or go to theawningco.com.
Did you know that it costs less to maintain your equipment than to repair it? Yet 90% of breakdowns are caused by system neglect. Give your heating, cooling, and plumbing the care they deserve. For all your air conditioning and plumbing needs, turn to the experts.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer or stop by any branch.
Back live as we welcome back for one more segment here inside of our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. 14 games this week for the crew. Just a tip of the cap to Blake O'Rulian, Stockton Jukes, you, Paul Ratliff. It's been so fun to bring you the coverage here at Snow Canyon Are the Champs.
Yeah, it's been an electric week for us from start to finish. We saw a lot of good teams I didn't really know about in Region 11, and really got to see some good baseball from them. But as we thought all year long, the cream rose to the top in Region 9. We saw two foes, two rivals, two combatants, whatever you want to call them, take place on the diamond today, and the Warriors emerged victorious for their 5th state title for Coach Sechrist.
Did just have Ryder Harrison in the booth. He's your Findlay Subaru star of the game. Let's get to some other awards, Paulie, and put a bow on this. Let's start. You heard Ryder kind of talk about it. I think it's the diving, sliding catch by Hafen that was the Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game. Or do you like the final strikeout by TK? Or maybe that's a nominee for Playmaker Play of the game.
Yeah, I would say that's Playmaker Play of the game. I would say that sliding catch. I would say that's a good pick for the Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game.
Corbin Hafen out there looked like it was going to get down, and Hafen robs Turley, and it was in the 5th, and it was just a sensational catch. And when a teammate tips his cap like Ryder Harrison did, we go with that as our Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game. They feature Bryant, whatever it takes. Public and contractors welcome over there at Mountain Land Supply. As for the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game, let's go back to it again. This is the final, if we still have that, Stockton, this is the 2 on, 2 outs. You got your 371 hitter, Carter Turley, your designated hitter, the junior at the plate. And this was the final out of the game, and we don't have that. We had our OBS crash, so we lost our replay. So I don't have that. I want to go back to that. I have it on. I think I videoed it. It's on my phone. Wondering if it would be the final out of the game, but that's not going to do us any good. But that is your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. Tank Kelly, the K to end it.
Yeah, absolutely. His second save in as many days. Tank was electric.
Let's look at our Jersey Mike sub of the game, Paulie, and I'm just thinking Tank Kelly on the back end. I love the Hill at bat, though. Here's a guy that hadn't had a hit all year.
Yeah.
Only had like 9 plate appearances. He comes in, draws a walk to really extend that inning and get 2 on, and at least give his guys a chance. Let's go with that as a sub of the game. There's a guy coming in, patient at bat, and getting on base.
I would agree. I think that's a good call.
Yep. Love that for Hill, who I hadn't seen.
Or Andreas. He was a great sub as well.
Yeah.
Came in and stabilized it for the Flyers.
Yeah, he kept him within 3. He never gave up a run. You're right. So maybe we'll go that direction there.
Maybe Co.
Yeah.
Maybe Co in the last game of the year.
Yeah, good call. I mean, Andreas had to do a lot more than Hill, but I still thought it was a really good at-bat by Hill in a tough spot.
Yeah.
Which gave him a couple more at-bats and a chance. So, but again, Tank Kelly closes the door with the fastball for strikeout number 3. And you're still seeing Flyers out there hugging, and obviously it hurts. Boston Vest kind of just taking it all in, just soaking up. For a lot of these guys, it stings for Dixie And I just want to say again how fun it's been for Coach Gibson and the kids to watch and call their broadcasts over the years. And the good news is a lot of these kids are going next level baseball, so this will not be the last time they suit it up, lace it up, and go out there between the chalk lines.
That's right.
Snow Canyon, though, enjoying the state championship. And we got a little break now on the Fan Sports Network. We've got, the summer where we will not have any play-by-play, but make sure and stay tuned when you're in St. George or wherever you are with the drive, 7 to 9 a.m. from the bleachers, 4 to 6 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. A lot more local talk. I'm sure we'll have some Warriors maybe drop by some of the seniors on the show Monday. We'll have more on the state championship win. Until then, I want to say one more time, thank you to all our sponsors. A lot of these sponsors have been with us all year long, and they really make it possible for us to get out, cover as many games we do, stream as many games as we do on the simulcast with radio and video. Finley Subaru, Boulevard Home, Bucks Ace Hardware, Luke Udy, American Family Insurance, Team Diato, Red Rock Real Estate, S&S Mechanical, Fabulous Freddy's, Wilkinson's, Down East Furniture, Cache Valley Bank, Patio Furniture St. George, Dealer Collision, Outdoor Living, Rally Stop, Nets on Fire, Scooters Coffee, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, Mountain Land Supply, AWP, Finley, Jersey Mike's, Intermountain Sports Performance, Handel's Homemade Ice Cream, The Rink, City of St. George Recreation, and Coral Canyon Golf Course. That's like 22, 23 sponsors. And I just want to give them one more thank you for being with us all year long on the Fan. And, oh, man, it's so fun to see a team soak it up and enjoy it, and so heartbreaking when you have two teams as close of a competition as you could imagine. Both these teams littered with next-level talent, seniors, and we just saw a lot of really good baseball players play their final high school baseball game. Put a bow on this game, Paulie. Your thoughts on this week and this game and this title run for the Warriors?
Yeah, we saw it starting back in the regular season. This was a dominant offensive team putting up 17, 18, 20 runs a game in the early season. Then we started to see it take form. The pitchers were the lifeblood of this team, and they showed it in our time up here at Salt Lake Community College, posting low numbers every single game. So really, it's just been a great year, a dream run for the Warriors. They got the timely hitting from a guy like Ryder Harrison today. It's been a different fill-in-the-blank guy every day, but it's been somebody stepping up for them, and they take care of it here, and they are the state champion for the 5th time under Coach Sechrist.
By the way, they're in the bottom of the 6th. One final Nets on Fire score update for you. 5-2 now. Ridgeline closing in on a state championship. We're going to wrap things up here, but if you want to stay on KSLSports.com, you can flip over and watch the conclusion of the Desert Hills Thunder and the Ridgeline Riverhawks in that softball championship. Desert Hills is going to have to rally if they're going to play another game. Well, we started with 8 here at Kate Field. It was chalk. It was the 1 seed all the way through the 8 seed. And slowly but surely we saw teams take off. We saw the defending state champ Crimson Cliffs Mustangs exit stage left on a Tuesday. We saw Desert Hills and Bear River and Timpanogos exit on a Wednesday. And now, after just needing 2, Dixie has fallen and Snow Canyon has taken claim to the 4A State Baseball Championship here to cap off the 2024 season. Again, one more congratulations to Snow Canyon Dixie for making the championship, and one more tip of the cap to both teams, both managers, for all the access to the players, the coaching staffs throughout the year and inside this state tournament. And again, great job to our entire crew. It's been a privilege and honor to bring you all the coverage here on the Fan Sports Network and KSLSports.com. The final, 5-2, Warriors win the ship over Dixie. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.